Okay. I think I did. I think I muted them. All the things I needed to mute. Should have gotten rid of the echo. Oh! Okay, turns out I muted all of you guys by accident.
Alan says, yeah, Peter's now the only one. Everyone else is muted.
Wait, that's what I did.
Peyton, did you see the picture, guys?
I literally didn't have to do this the other time I hosted, so I don't know what the issue is.
He says now it's echoing again. He sent a screenshot of I think
darn enough as perfect as we can. Dream team.
All these have to be muted but one. Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Says now it's echoing again. Okay, I don't know what's going on.
Now I can hear the answer. This is incredible.
He sent a screenshot. Yeah, it's not happening. Are we good?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. That was wild because that was echoing stuff that we said like
A
2
while
minutes ago.
ago.
Yeah.
Oh, is it working now? Are we good?
I think so.
I don't know.
At least on my phone, it's coming.
Mine's a little bit.
It might be Brian. If I'm being honest.
Well, no, because I was muted.
Yeah, and it wasn't doing anything when you were muted. As soon as you unmuted right now, that noise is just boom.
Al says
Yeah,
the
well,
audio's
no.
good now. It says it's
Yeah,
okay.
no, that's because it was coming through my phone.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Oh, I got
Like
it.
15.
I got
Yeah,
it.
so I muted myself because I was trying to listen to the
Yeah, I got it.
whatever was coming from my phone. Yeah.
We're finally good. Look
Let's
at that.
go. Okay.
We are.
Middle of the first inning, and we're finally good.
Dream team, baby. Dream team.
Listen, better late than never.
Nick says, Brian, he will come through your phone. You don't need the sound to, because just
I mean,
come on through your phone.
it would be cool if he did. Dude,
Yeah, it'd be
I
kinda
don't
sweet.
know. It would also be kind of sweet if the stream would load on my laptop.
That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, it would be pretty nice to know what you're watching here.
It
L2
really it would. I gotta be honest.
Last 6 games.
It's crazy how Altuve's bat has been so good and his defense has just been horrendous.
Yeah,
Dude,
it literally
that
looks like the Yips. That's literally what it
That
looks
was one
like.
of the
It's
craziest
bad.
things I've ever seen. That one game with the throws.
Oh!
Did something just happen?
All right, what am I missing?
Yeah!
Yeah, George Springer just hit a first pitch
The
home run.
first pitch.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Curtis, ladies and
On the
gentlemen,
first
John
pitch.
Curtis.
I'm really that far behind.
Yeah, Scott's quite a bit
That's
ahead of us.
nutty. I'll pause and play here, but that was... I'm gonna pause it at the first after the first pitch of the next at bat. So let me know when that happens.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I get there.
Yeah, Brian, we got a whole different problem with you.
I know. Hang on. We're gonna try something here.
All right.
Okay, I just saw it.
You just saw the homer?
Yeah.
It is. All right. Catcher just caught the first pitch of the next at bat, and I paused it.
All right, I'll pause it right now as well.
I'm still trying to add the score in the NDS thing, in the OBS thing, because I forgot to do that. Oh, Christian went tiny. I'm having a rough one.
Never heard that.
George Springer gonna get paid. Yeah, he is gonna get paid. A lot of these guys are about to get paid. Brantley's about to get paid.
Is Brantley a free agent too this season?
Yeah, I think so. He only signed like a 2-year deal with them, so I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well.
I'm like 90% sure Brantley's a free agent.
Yeah, it's either after this year or next year.
Okay, so we've got the Ethernet into my work laptop that is sitting on the floor.
I respect it.
W. Nick says George Springer's going to restart the who's the most overpaid player in the league debate again with his contract.
Ooh.
Interesting
That is an
take.
interesting take.
Interesting.
Not sure how I feel. about that one.
I don't particularly agree. I think that
I mean, well, it's hard. Like, I mean, if you're going strictly overpaid, like until Pujols and Cabrera's contracts are done, like they were pretty much always going to sit at the top of that throne.
yeah, and then even once they're gone, Cano will still have it for a couple more years too. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Cano's title.
Alright, I can't find
reigns
the
for quite some
DD
time.
font, so we're doing the score in Comic Sans.
Chris
I don't hate it,
Davis.
I
Yeah,
don't
how
hate
much
it.
longer is Orioles Chris Davis's contract?
I think just
After-
another year or two.
Yeah, after 20.
See, people got to realize Miguel Cabrera still has legit like 5 years left.
Yeah, no, it's what 2024.
Yeah, I think it's after. Yeah, I think it's after 2024. 2024.
Yeah, see,
offseason.
that's tough.
Yeah, that's 30 mil.
Votto's got
See,
a
it
few
is
more
technically
cases.
2023, but he has a player option after 23, I think. So
Which, if I mean,
Which
you
he's
gotta
taking.
pick that up. Like,
definitely taking. Hey, I'm still paused. Are we just I paused my game.
Oh, I forgot
Are
to
we,
tell you.
oh, gee.
No one ever told me.
I'll take it back to live, Scott, real quick, and then we'll
Alright.
base it off of that.
All right, so I got a 1-2 count on Altuve, which is a good thing because I actually have a game now.
That is good. That's a start.
Well, this scoreboard
I
looks
have-
fantastic.
It is now 2-2 on Altuve.
I have a 2-2 count on Altuve.
Okay, I just saw the pitch come in about 3 seconds ago.
Okay. I think I'm only slightly ahead of you then.
Okay. That'll do. We're just going to set you over here. And, this,
All right, I'm gonna see everything like a minute after you guys do, so we're good.
He's about to throw the 2-2, and
Just
there's
think
the
that-
2-2 pitch.
and here it comes, and there it is.
Okay, that's
yeah.
close. That's close enough for me. That's fine.
Yep, it's just a couple seconds.
Yep. Christian, are you ballparking in that area as well?
Yeah, I'm a little behind you guys.
I just
but
saw the
I'm
1-2
not worried
pitch.
about it.
Oh my God.
Jeez. I'm about to get the payoff pitch. Jeez.
I actually have pitches coming in.
W. How do you have the inning number in the DD font but can't get the score in the
Because I'm using the same inning number from when we did the Indians Tigers game, Scott.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Whatever. The Comic
Oh,
Sans
I'm
looks
wait-
gas.
It does. It's the 7 is absolutely going to be better. That's just a fact. The DD7 font is ridiculously horrible. It's an upside down 2. It's absolute trash. Oh, Votto's is 2023, so that's going to be up there. Votto's
Yeah,
still
up
at
there
least
for a while.
some decent production level still.
Um,
I mean, again,
I
I'm
guess-
comparing it to Cabrera. I don't know.
sure, but Just
No,
like
I mean, yeah, he's still
Yeah.
up there as one of the worst, absolutely. But in comparison to what
And
I've gotten
that
over
contract's
Biggie,
only going to get worse and worse as the years go on too.
oh, is that gonna fall? No, it's not.
What are you talking about? He didn't even swing
That
at
ball
that.
went a lot further. That ball
just
went
got
a lot
walked.
further
What are you
than I
talking
thought it
about?
would.
jeez, so far behind.
I literally thought that was gonna be like a flare behind first.
Yeah, it looked like it carried a lot more off the bat.
Do you guys remember when we were all watching a game once and I had like just set up a new TV and I was like literally at full inning behind you guys? Yeah, I'm watching it on that TV right now.
I accidentally tipped my Postmates 6 cents, so I feel really bad right now.
Brutal.
I started working at that college. Oh yeah.
He got him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good catch by Meadows, I agree. All
He
right,
got him. There's no way. He didn't.
I need to get another streak.
Where is he going? That's a righty.
Oh, he got him with the pump fake there.
Speed run to get my other computer. Ready for kill.
Where is Altuve going there though? Like that's a right-handed pitcher.
Unless
I don't
the
know.
steal sign is on, that doesn't really make any sense to even lunge towards second.
Like I just don't get how you get fooled that badly. I mean, it was a decent move, but like
Not that decent.
not really. Maybe he pulled like a Bach move or something, but I didn't see anything there. All right.
Nice little ball game.
With the ambiance of the walking downstairs in the background.
Yes, absolutely.
Love that for PKs. Yeah.
Whew. All right.
We're just all over the place right now. Kind of cool. Let me catch up on chat here really quick now that I have my stuff figured out.
We just got Rudy being a comedian, and then Alan with a lot of interaction there, which is nice.
What did Rudy say?
Yep.
He was the one that said, "How do you have the inning number font right, but not the score?"
Oh.
I was gonna add a note to that, but apparently I already did, and I wasn't even on the chat.
It's kind of concerning.
I wasn't even. I didn't even have the app open, and I clicked. I was like, "Oh yeah, that was funny. I'll throw one down there," and then it took one off. So I don't know how I managed to do that, but
Reading your mind.
I think Albert Pujols has the best contract in baseball.
I think you should shut up.
I've heard worse takes.
I've also
From
definitely
me,
heard better.
probably.
Unfathomable.
I don't know, dude. I think Miguel Cabrera's contract is much better.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you guys only got what, a year left of Albert?
Yep. 352 days until he retires, baby.
Who's counting though?
Not me, that's for sure.
You got one season left of Albert, and then what? It's just Walsh season at first.
Oh yeah, it's still Walsh season even now.
It should. Yeah, it should.
Well,
be
yeah,
Walsh.
he had a great rookie campaign there.
I mean, he's going to regress. Obviously, like I think both his power
He's
and
not gonna
his
slug 800.
Yeah, this is a regret.
theoretically, he probably will not slug 800 if I had to guess. It just, it just seems kind of high. But I think his slugging could settle in maybe about 550. and then his walk percentage has got to increase too, because he was good at drawing walks in the minors, and he just didn't last year. I mean, he was hitting home runs.
When you're locked in, your walk percentage typically goes down.
Oh yeah. No, and he was
when you're
locked
slugging
in.
800, you're not going to walk too much.
I wasn't mad about it at all. But he's just not going to be a guy who hits 270, OBPs 290 theoretically.
Right. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you can get 550 slugging out of him, that'd be a major win.
What?
Oh yeah,
for you guys?
Especially compared to what we've had.
2-1.
All right,
2-1 pitch.
2-2.
Just got thrown.
I just saw the
Now
2-2.
it's 2-2. All right. You just saw the 2-2?
Yeah. No, sorry, I just saw the 2-1.
Ball to make it 2.
It's
Yeah.
now 2-2.
All right.
Okay.
We're all good now. We're all good.
Okay.
Sweet.
That was a good slider too.
That was a beautiful slider. He was the obvious choice to start this game, right? Because he started game one.
I truly don't know who this is. I haven't had a lot of chance to. I haven't watched as much baseball as I'd like to this year, so a lot of these rookie Astros pitchers, I haven't been able to keep up with them. The only one that I've really been able to keep up with, obviously, is Framber.
Sure.
So
Garcia's he's been nice. I think we kind of talked about it on the broadcast last night. Rudy and I did too, and I'm pretty sure that this was kind of the obvious choice after the win yesterday. But yeah, he's been nice with it. That pitch was nasty.
I can't believe that the Astros threw out 13 rookie pitchers this year and still managed to have all of them just shove.
Well, not all.
Yeah, I don't watch it all. Any of the rookie pitchers.
Shove enough. Half of them just straight up shoved.
Their bullpen was a lot better than I expected. I expected their bullpen to be absolutely horrid coming into this season.
Pretty sure they had the second most blown saves in baseball.
That probably sounds right.
Who was first, Christian?
Oh, it was certainly not the Angels.
It was certainly not the Tigers, because you got to have a lead to blow it.
Not. Hey, we were a game out of the playoffs when you guys were the third worst team in baseball. So.
And then we ended up a game out of the playoffs.
And then we ended up
with that. The third.
Yeah, the Tigers have a higher draft pick than you.
Imagine thinking you could out-tank Alavila.
Well,
imagine thinking that the Angels. Imagine thinking the Angels were ever going to commit to a direction. As soon as we lost 3 or 4 to the Giants, I just wanted them to blow it up, and then they didn't, and then they started winning, and then they started losing again. And predictably, we ended up with the 12th pick, always.
9, I'm pretty sure.
Are we 9? Did we get a top 10? That's pretty good for us, honestly.
I'm a Pistons fan. I understand your dilemma there.
I just wanted to pick a direction. Once we were 10 and 20 or whatever it was, just sell out for it.
That's all you can ask for as a fan. That's all I want. I don't you're absolutely right. Obviously through over the course of a lifetime of being a fan, you're going to have years where your team sucks and you're going to have years where your team's competitive and stuff. Just pick a direction, bro. That's literally all I ask for any team that I root for.
Yeah.
Just have a plan.
And I understand that that's going to happen sometimes where you find yourself in the middle. That will happen sometimes.
For sure. But that could be a plan.
Yeah, but...
No, the middle can't be a plan.
Absolutely
That's
it can
the
be a
Cleveland
plan.
Indians' plan.
No. If you are coming out of a rebuild, you can absolutely say, I want to be in the middle of the pack this year, 100%.
Yeah,
so
because
you
want
you can get a feeling of how the rebuild is going.
Right.
Okay, that's fair. The perennial middle plan is the Cleveland Indians plan.
Right, I agree with that. The Angels and Indians and Pistons and all those teams that we make fun of all the time for being that, absolutely. But I don't take that as them shooting for the middle. I take that as, like Brian said, literally just not knowing what the hell they want to do.
Well, see, the problem is with the Angels is that they know that they do know what they want to do. I mean, obviously every team
bad at doing it.
Well,
yeah, I mean, obviously every team kind of knows what they want to do. But the thing about the Angels is that they they enter every year with we could probably make the World Series mindset. So every year since 2000, basically since 2000, when did we get Pujols? 2012.
Yeah.
Every year since we signed him has been a year where they thought, okay, we can get there this year, and then having Trout on at worse, because then it's like oh, Pujols will rebound, and we have Trout now. Oh, and guess what? We just got Josh Hamilton.
Josh Hamilton. C.J.
And
Wilson.
we got Justin Upton, baby. Hey, C.J. Wilson winning.
He was.
It was the last pitcher we signed to a multi-year deal.
That actually was
2012.
You're kidding?
No.
That's the last time you've signed a pitcher to a multi-year deal.
That's crazy.
You're kidding me. That can't be true. That cannot. No, that can't be true. Oh my God! There's a spider in the corner of my room.
Wait, like any pitcher or like a starter?
Okay, well, we signed I think any pitcher.
Insanity.
I can't.
Wait,
I can't believe
do
that.
extensions count, or do you mean just free agents?
Probably
We
free
haven't
agents.
extended a pitcher. Our last extension was Jared Weaver, and I think that was probably
Right.
2012.
That was like I think that was right. That was the same time.
Yeah.
There's no way.
That's
It's
nuts.
been 9 years since you've signed a multi-year deal.
Can you think of anyone?
I can't think of it.
Well, I would think that's probably the same for us. I don't remember the last free agent pitcher we signed to a multi-year
Yeah,
deal.
but you draft pitchers at least.
Yeah,
Unless
you
you want to
have
count
like
Ohtani. Ohtani would technically count as the starting pitcher.
Did we
That
did we
doesn't count.
did we sign Ricky Nolasco or did we trade for him?
He was a 1-year deal.
No, he was with us for 2 years.
Was he? I thought it was just 16. I don't think
It might
I don't
have
think
been
that was
2
a.
1-year deals.
No.
Yeah.
No, we
That's
traded. No, we
Traded
traded. We traded for him with Alex Meyer.
Oh yeah, we gave up Hector Santiago. I remember.
Yep.
So did you sign him after you traded for him, or did you trade
No,
him
he-
with 2
Yeah,
years
he
left?
just had 2 years left. on his
Okay,
deal.
so that doesn't count.
Ricky Nolasco is the greatest pitcher of all time. By
So
the
this
way,
sounds like
Depending on the game, if you
sounds
go.
like Trevor Bauer to the Angels is perfect then, right?
Extend Bundy sounds better.
so much.
Didn't we have Joel Pinero for 2 years?
All right, I'm pulling up old Angels
Yeah, you
roster.
see that.
How about Garrett Richards? Probably not.
We drafted him.
After
Yep.
him,
Hector
Richards.
Santiago, Weaver. We already talked about. Shoemaker.
Brought him up.
or signed as a free agent at 28 years old or something like
How
that.
about Feeney? You drafted him, right?
Traded Howie Kendrick for him.
Okay, and then we know C.J. Wilson. Okay, so
Okay,
that's
so-
2015. Now I'm on 20. I'm just going by year and just looking at people.
So Joel Pinero, I think we signed to a multi-year deal. However, that was before C.J. Wilson.
Yeah, and also I don't think he did multi-years for us. I think it was just 2010, and he was that bad.
No,
He
it
might
was.
have, it was 2010, 2011, I think.
Yep.
Actually,
It was. You know, I think I was looking at this one day. I'm pretty sure Joel Pinero is in the top 5 for Angels in pitcher WAR in the 2010s or top 10. I'm pretty
he
sure.
had -4. There's just no way.
No, he didn't.
Those aren't mutually exclusive things.
He actually had a pretty decent
Very
2010. In 2010, he made 23 starts. He had a 3.84 FIP. He had his FIP and his ERA were exactly the same at 3.84 in 2010.
2011 really tarnished anything about Joel Pinero.
Yep, 5.13 ERA, 4.43 FIP.
We might
One-
have signed Jerome Williams to a multi-year deal.
What
Actually.
about Houston Street?
We traded for him
yeah, we
percentage
trade-
ago. Although we
Did we
did
extend
extend
him?
him.
Yeah,
I'm
we did
pretty sure
extend
we
him.
did, and then he had a
And
elbow
then he
surgery
blew out his
right away or
then he
shoulder
blew-
or something.
I thought he blew out his Achilles.
It was something like that. Yeah,
Shout
really
out
went
Houston
down.
Street.
I
I
love
think
him.
he blew out his Achilles or his groin or something.
What about Vinny Pastano?
Oh, shut up.
Shout out Houston Street for giving me my childhood. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. He also sent the Angels to the playoffs, and he was like the best reliever ever in 2014. I don't care.
Wasn't he also on the mound for the Matt Holliday touching home?
He might have been from
I think
Padres.
He
No,
was.
no, never mind. Because he was with the A's back then.
Oh,
07?
I thought-
He wasn't,
Yeah.
he wasn't with the Padres just yet. So okay, this is what I'm
Well,
thinking.
yeah,
Of.
he
So
was Maglia with 06.
Houston Street came to the Rockies for Matt Holliday. The
Mm.
year after that happened, or 2 years after that happened. So after the 2008 season, Houston Street got traded for Matt Holliday, and Carlos Gonzalez also came to the Rockies in that trade too.
So Holiday went to the Athletics for a year, then was on the Cardinals.
Yeah, I don't think he was there very long. It was maybe 2 years.
09, he was the left fielder who made the error in the NLDS against Manny. I was at that game.
He got traded. Oh, that's right, the one that hit him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the line drive that he got handcuffed.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I remember laughing really hard at that.
That all of that 2009 playoffs was
wasn't that when the moth went in his ear too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
No way, that was 2009.
The mall.
So yeah, Holiday was on the Cardinals in 2009. He got traded mid-season, and then he OPS 1023 with St. Louis the rest of the way through. He got traded for. Oh my God! What an awful trade. Traded by the Oakland A's to the St. Louis Cardinals for Clayton Mortensen, Shane Peterson, and Brett Wallace.
Those are some names.
That's one of the biggest of our lifetime, then, honestly.
Probably. That's a really underrated, awful deal. Wait a minute. Hang on. Okay, so maybe not. He was a rental, but then he re-signed with the Cardinals.
That's what it is.
I see here. Okay. So yeah, traded July 24th, 2009 by the A's to the Cardinals for Mortensen, Peterson, Wallace. Granted free agency to November 5th of that same year. January 5th with the Cardinals.
Like a 6-year deal, right?
Yep. What is that on the side of my screen?
I think it's crazy that you guys have gone 9 years without signing a pitcher.
Yeah.
School multi-year deal. That's insanity.
I need to kill this spider really quick. Hang on.
They always say that 1-year deals can't hurt you, Scott, and I can attest that concept is just not true. It has hurt me my entire life.
That's unreal.
I think I killed it.
I mean, like, our most recent was, like, one of the worst
George
contracts in the history. At least we're out there, you know?
You're really trying.
Imagine your franchise's
we've
biggest
tried.
contract not being Edwin Encarnacion.
We've been the runner-up of.
Yeah, we've tried on every big name pitcher. What'd you say?
The biggest contract in Indians history is Encarnacion.
Yeah, that's insane. To
Before
me.
that, it was
what
Nick
was it?
Swisher.
I remember that.
Like 36 million.
Encarnacion was 3
Ooh.
years, 60 million.
You know, Grandal is the biggest contract in White Sox history.
I did, yeah. That's gonna change. I mean, I'd imagine that'll change here in the next few years. Unless they're just gonna be a cheap organization and let all those guys.
Is a pretty cheap.
I was about to say, like, I mean, Robert's already locked up for a while, so they don't have to worry about him yet. Maybe Moncada.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I agree with it, but I just feel like there's no way they're not going to re-sign Tim. Because Anderson's got to be coming up on 6 years soon, and I just don't see any way the White Sox let him go. He's too much of like a
He doesn't
whatever.
feel like a $80 million guy, though.
No, he really does. See, the thing is, I think he would think of himself as one, though.
Well, I mean, every player wants that, obviously. I don't blame him for that.
I think he's going to be in the same boat as Andrelton Simmons, though, where he should have gotten a contract. If he got extended a while ago, it made sense. But, like, on his free agent year, you're going to want him to leave because he's not going to be that good.
Anderson feels like maybe like a 3-year deal guy in free agency.
Yeah, that's not
honestly, that Encarnacion deal is probably where he, like, 360. That's probably
I could
around.
honestly see that. Like, it's not like Anderson. Like, obviously, Anderson kind of.
Marcus Semien. When we see like the Marcus Semien contract, that'll play a lot for Tim Anderson.
True.
Sure.
So how about this baseball game that's happening right now?
Yeah.
Faces
Yeah,
are
man.
loaded.
Face is juice, baby.
Noted middle of the order bat,
Slam
Mike Zunino.
Mike Zunino, man.
Didn't Mike Zunino have an awful year?
Probably.
till the playoffs.
Offensively, yeah.
I just know Nick was super hyped that Zunino had a game-winning hit in the playoffs.
Hyped.
Did he get it?
Uh-oh.
Did he get it? Oh! I thought he got it.
Oh,
No, I thought he got it.
Hey, that's why you put a Gold Glover in right field.
Yeah, to make those routine catches.
Got out of it. Tightrope out of danger.
I'm gonna watch that happen again on my TV. I just gotta wait a couple minutes.
Do we have that like live feed, like savant feed of batted balls?
I do,
Yeah,
yeah.
Scott's always had it.
I'd like to.
I
I'd like
keep
to know
that
that.
thing on me.
I'd like to. I'd like to know the exit velo on that one.
I got
Yeah,
you. It's still updating here, but yeah. Correct with the savant. It's so crazy. Once I discovered baseball, not discovered. Once
Petco
I
Park
was,
has really saved the Astros this last couple of innings here. Going back to last game, there's been like the Dom is like every other ballpark, and then the Yoshi flyout that would have been gone in Tampa or Houston, and now that.
Yeah, last night was
that
frustrating.
ball was 04.
Although they've had all that luck.
that.
so
Really?
makes
Launch
sense.
angle probably about like 44.
But the launch angle was 40.
Oh,
Distance went 362, 380 expected batting average. The Springer home run was 980. Expected batting average was 116 off the bat.
what was the launch angle?
23.
How is that just not a expected batting average of 1,000?
I don't know how that's not 1,000.
I would like to know the ones of those that were outs.
Maybe in, I was gonna say Fenway. That wouldn't make sense. It would be a hit no matter what.
Yeah, no, it would. Well, maybe if it was like in that like deep triangle.
Yeah,
if you hit it
where
to the most center field part of the green monster.
You're talking
Like,
the
yeah,
right
but
center
keep
triangle where it goes down to.
You have to factor that.
No,
in.
it doesn't. It only factors in exit velo and launch angle.
Right. It's gotta be Fenway factor.
I would say
Erica, Nick Castellanos type beat.
Fair.
I
mean, that I don't know. That's
Miami maybe, Colorado.
I don't know, man.
Colorado has a stadium without the parking effects, maybe.
Colorado, that ball goes 600 feet.
With the park effects, yeah.
With the park effects.
I could see a ball like that getting smoked into a gap in Colorado and somebody running it down off a shift or something.
Yeah, well, not Charlie Blackmon.
Future
Listen.
according to the Athletic.
Listen, that was
Everyone's
kind
a
of
huge Rachel.
uncalled for.
You're the one who brought up Coors.
Yeah. I forgot. I brought up Coors. That means that. Oh, I just gotta.
You
say
brought
that
up
Charlie Blackmon
Coors,
sucks.
so Blackman has to get slandered.
It's true.
One in the same.
I just know Blackman's your
One of the
boy.
Did you see that? Did you see that trade proposal the Athletic had, Scott, for the Angels?
Oh,
It was
so bad.
Justin Upton and Brandon Marsh for Charlie Blackmon and John Gray. I was so furious
Wait,
about it.
like as
Dude,
a
that's
trade
that's
proposal?
awful.
That's ludicrous.
Yeah.
Luda.
Bleacher Report would think that trades like that ever happen in Major League Baseball.
Dude, Bleacher Report. You know what's awesome? I went
It's the
back.
Athletic.
Oh, I
not
thought you
even
said Bleacher Report.
Yeah, that's
uh,
even more sad.
yeah,
You
Athletic.
got a point.
usually.
All right,
But then
we're gonna get-
there's a little tidbit on the bottom about with Fabian. He was saying they're gonna have their eyes on Marquez, and I was okay. I was
Ooh,
happy.
nice slider.
What a pick.
I got my goldfish rolling.
My
What's the count for you guys?
I just saw him strike out.
he just struck out. Yeah.
Oh. I just saw the 1-0 pitch.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Well,
I went back to live, and he just struck out.
Okay, I was gonna say,
he walked into the dugout.
We got
if you just saw the 1-0 pitch, my TV here is ahead of you.
That's brutal. Yeah.
yeah, we're saying like, oh, what a pitch, and then like it's like a fastball that misses like 3 feet outside, and Christian's like, okay.
It was a good slider, hit the outside zone. I was like, okay, that's a nice pitch. I don't know about the reaction.
You're
Of that.
going with the opener one time through the lineup, and you're done.
Oh yeah.
I remember when the opener first got introduced as a concept, I hated it.
You were a coward
Yeah,
then, and a
literally.
coward now.
Charlie Blackman sucks.
I was gonna say here. My goalkeeper, man.
Anytime Brian speaks the rest of the broadcast, Charlie Blackman sucks.
I'll be like talking about something.
For
And it'd
defense.
be like,
Charlie Black.
I'm just gonna be talking about like this game that's going on. I'm gonna be like, dude, like I don't know why Dusty Baker's pulling this guy right now. He's like, well, he's probably pulling him because Blackman sucks.
Blackman sucks.
I was ready to slander Dusty Baker for not pulling Greinke when he got that strikeout with the bases loaded. They should have been ball 4 already. Like
Yeah.
I was furious because it was a walk and he didn't walk all. And then yeah, Dusty Baker got all the love for a play he should have got slandered for.
Yeah, pretty much. So Garcia, up to this point, obviously has not given up a hit yet, but has 2 walks and has given up 3 balls over 95 miles an hour.
Brian, I think there's
in
something
2
in your
innings.
face in the hot mic thing.
I can't see it.
Charlie Blackman sucks and text on your face.
I miss Peyton.
Nick says got him.
I miss Peyton.
Charlie Blackman sucks. What font is that in, bro?
Well, I took it from the scoreboard, as you can see.
I had Kyle Tucker in one of my fantasy leagues, and it's one where you can keep 12 players every year, and every player you can keep him for as long as you want. So I approached the draft was just like, I'm gonna draft my 12 guys that I want to keep. So like taking guys like I got Nelson Cruz in like the 14th round in that league because people were going in it with that same mentality too. So one of my guys that I ended up taking was Kyle Tucker, with the intention of keeping him for quite a while. And in that league, and right before the trade deadline, one of the other guys comes up and he's approaching me about a trade, and he's like, "Hey, like, do you want Muncy?" And I was like, "Not really. He kind of sucks this year, but like, I'll listen." He's like, "All right, will you do Biggio and Tucker for Muncy?" I was like, "Absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
Like, not even close." And he's like, "Okay, what if I take out Biggio and add Nelson Cruz?" And I was like, "Are you kidding me? That's arguably worse. I'm gonna win this year."
Yeah,
That's
cool.
wild. That's wild.
He wouldn't add anything on his side because he thought that Muncy was too valuable, but he wanted me to give up Cavan and Tucker.
Yeah, I mean, Muncy is really valuable, but I agree with you.
Peyton
Well,
says,
just
"What's
because
the
it's a keeper
reaction if?"
Yeah, in like the scope of this league, having both Tucker and Biggio, and it's only on base percentage league too, so Biggio's value is like sky high.
Oh yeah, that's way
What did
up
Peyton
there
say?
then. What's going to be the reaction when he corrected it and said if the Astros come back from 3-0?
Well, if they make the penultimate comeback, I think that I choked on goldfish. Ah.
Peyton's team knows all about blowing 3-0 leads.
The only
I was gonna let you
team
guys
that
take
knows
this
about
now.
blowing 3-0 leads, in fact.
Yeah, literally the only one.
If we're talking about 3-1 leads now.
Well, if we're talking about blown leads in general, I'm your guy.
But 3-0
3-0, I have no
specifically,
expertise
you know,
in that area.
Peyton's the only expert.
Why
in
does
that
my
field.
box on HotMic keep like expanding to?
Yeah, I know. I'm watching that
videos?
happen too. There's nothing I can do about it. It just does that. I already tried locking it in place. I don't know why it does that.
Is Kiermaier not playing today?
I feel,
Hurt?
You got hit by a pitch yesterday, huh?
I think
my
he's
hand.
still feeling the thing on the hand. I don't know if he got an X-ray or what's the deal, but I'm pretty sure he's still not playing.
Oh god.
Christian's
Goldfish
like a
salt.
ninth of the size of the rest of us. There you go.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't know why it does. It's only doing it to Christian and Scott.
All right, so according to our scoreboard at the end of 2, we have Tampa Bay 0 and Houston Charlie Blackman sucks.
You must be behind because I changed the score back.
It's back. It's back to a 1 now, but it was
Oh.
there for a long time.
On my phone, it's really behind. Like I haven't even started choking yet, so.
Oh yeah, you are pretty behind then.
Dude, it's bad.
If the Astros do come back down 3-0, I don't even want. I might delete Twitter for a few days. Their
Yeah.
players are going to be insufferable.
Yeah.
God. Korea's just gonna.
Oh my gosh, Correa and not even Altuve. He probably
Probably Bregman.
Bregman. Correa's the big one, obviously, but like Bregman, like all of them
Yeah.
are just going to be so unbearable if they win
Bregman,
this
Reddick,
series.
Verlander, just all their fans.
The
They're
only
just gonna
positive
say
is that
no.
Trevor Bauer's about to get boom sauce by Astros fans, but that's the only positive.
That's true. I was on Twitter yesterday about it. It's like, I'm not going to slander Trevor Bauer until it's official that he's not on the Angels, and then I'm just going to.
Or it's official that he is on the Angels, right? Because then he can't leave.
Yeah. Either way, he's going to get slandered once he signs that contract.
Right.
But until he signs that contract, because he's been so social media heavy, and Angel fans are going hard on him, let it sit down for a little bit.
Yeah, what a weak move
That,
to respond to like some random Twitter person who says they don't like you, and you're like, oh, I guess these fans don't want me to come to their team.
Yeah, it was. With
Literally-
Trevor Bauer, so what can you
Trevor
expect?
Bauer, yeah.
It would just literally be Keenan Middleton, except he's actually good.
I hate Keenan Middleton. He
He's,
sucks.
he's been about to tell Trevor Bauer not to come to Anaheim.
Yeah.
The fans don't cheer enough.
He's going to be like, bro, did you watch my outings? They didn't even cheer. So he'd be like, bro, there was no fans. It's like, exactly.
I can't believe like of all the years. I mean, I guess like that wasn't exactly what he said because he said like,
The loudest it's been here, which is just so
Yeah.
wrong. Someone, when Pujols hit his whatever home run to break whoever's lead or whatever in 2019, the fans were just like, it was going crazy, ignorantly hard because
oh yeah,
Angel fans just want good baseball, and they don't get good baseball, but they want it. They show up.
Yes. All of our franchises here know Payne very well.
remember when
all
John
you need-
came in?
Wait.
Remember when John came in and he's like, "I feel your guys' pain." It's like, no, you don't.
Yeah, no. Get out of
No,
here.
Yeah.
you don't.
Get out of
No
here, bro.
Boston fan can ever call Payne ever. You had the worst record every other year. It just so happened that the year that they didn't have the worst record, they were winning a World Series. So you have nothing to be upset about.
I'm pretty sure the Red Sox have more titles in this century than all of our teams do combined. Granted, I don't know how many the Indians actually have. I just know that they're last.
They have 2.
Uh-oh.
We got a tie game.
See ya.
We got a tie
Boom
game.
sauce.
Boom sauce. Let me find that.
Oh, Christian's huge now.
Huge again.
There it is. Oh no, the score's
That
still above
boom
it.
sauce. Now I'm small. What is that?
Oh, this is a train wreck.
There's the boom sauce graphic. But yes, the score is still absolute train wreck.
Dream team, baby.
No, the Tigers have 4 in the history of their franchise. So.
Okay.
So.
Oh, Mike Trout coming out for the hug for Brandon Lau.
Yep. There's knockoff Mike Trout. There's Mike Trout at home.
Jeez.
The GOAT, who's better than Mike Trout.
Macho Man.
Macho Man. Hell yeah.
Bro, one of my favorite Christian tweets ever was after Randy homered a couple of days ago, and Christian just said, "You know what? Maybe he is better than Mike Trout."
Like, you have to start to consider it at some point, you know? Someone is eventually going to dethrone him.
It's crazy because we were Rudy and I and Diego and Callie and I were looking at it at the broadcast. Even he started the last 23 games of the regular season and he OPS'd over 1,000 in those, which obviously isn't as publicized. It's not the playoffs, but it's not like he was a 600 OPS dude and then the playoffs came around and he turned all season he's been on this.
Yeah, I remember just hearing about his name here and there, and I just kept on seeing his name over and over. I was like, oh my god, who is this guy?
We really got to stop trading with the Rays, as the other 29 teams just collude with it and just stop.
Yeah, the Rays if the Rays call about one of your players, just give them a starting spot and hang up the phone.
Yeah, literally. If the Rays go, we're interested in blank, make that person your 4-hitter ASAP. Or 2-hitter, I guess.
The last trade that I can remember with them, we got Matt Joyce for Kevin Jepsen. Kevin Jepsen had a sub-2 ERA for them in 2 straight seasons, and Matt Joyce had a sub-700 OPS for us. So, our balanced trade.
Our last trade with them was actually CJ Cron.
Oh, CJ Cron for Luis Rengifo, yeah.
I think we got one more piece with him, but yeah, that was the last trade that we had with them.
Tigers legend CJ Cron.
You guys would have made the playoffs if his fucking leg didn't shatter to a million pieces.
I mean, we ended up with the 3rd worst record in the league. But we were with 20 games left. I think we were a game out. And yeah, the only trade with the Rays I can remember in my lifetime,
David Price,
was Price for Smiley and Adames, and now obviously Smiley is doing what I don't even know where Smiley is these days.
He was with San Fran. I think he was actually okay this year.
Yeah, I mean he was actually a decently highly regarded prospect at the time. Adames, literally with us, was a C-level, no-name throw-in prospect, and then he went to the Rays and became a top 100, top 50 prospect in all of baseball within 2 seasons of that trade, and then now obviously he's starting on a playoff team. So that's just another example, like you said, a guy that we had zero value of. He was literally a throw-in, and they turned him into a number 40 prospect in all of baseball, who's now a starter.
It's honestly kind of like the James Shields for Fernando Tatis trade because it's revisionist history nowadays, but Fernando Tatis wasn't a prospect. No one really knew about him. No one cared about him. He was in the minors
at the beginning, yeah, and then
just randomly one is you know what, I'm good now, and yeah.
So
the regression is coming.
The regression. John is trembling at the regression. The last 2 hit balls, the home run was 111 off the bat with a 980 expected batting average. 3, so that was a barrel. Right. And then the Austin Meadows, that ground out was 101 off the bat with a 530 expected batting average.
That ball was smoked. I thought it was going to get down the line.
Launch angle
not with the shift
3.
Oh, so the last Rays trade with us, if you guys remember, not that long ago, was for the infamous Jake Bauers.
Jake Bauers.
Huntington Beach legend Jake Bauers.
The worst baseball player I've ever seen.
You haven't seen Angels out Pujols then, because
You have not seen Kristen Stewart.
Because
at
they
the
saw
big league
Yandy
level.
Diaz playing for us, and they were like, "Hey, that guy's really strong. He just hits the ball on the ground every time." And then they traded for him, and they were like, "How don't you swing up?" And then he hit 2 home runs in the wild card game.
How about you
Like we couldn't figure that part out.
he could be so much better than he is even now.
Hey,
Like,
Rudy says Jake Bowers was a god for me in OOTP, so.
Dude, when I was in high school, Bowers is a little bit older than me. I think he's 25. He was the man in Huntington Beach, and like
Really?
we had a lot of dudes, but like
he was the dude.
yeah, at the time he was the dude. So like we had in 2011 the Little League that I was at won the Little League World Series, and all of those guys just got tracked for their whole lives. So like 2 of them had D1 rides before they even got into high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Long Beach Little League World Series.
No. So
Christian's huge again, by the way.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm trying to figure out how to stop it from happening.
Maybe.
So Hagen Danner was like their best guy. He was throwing 98 as a 15-year-old. And he
How old?
like a 15-year-old. He's throwing 98 and he's like just sitting 95, 96 at national showcases. Like I remember one down to like Virginia or something. They were facing like a top 5 team in the nation, and he threw like 6 scoreless innings with 11 Ks.
That's
And but then he got elbow tendonitis because when he didn't pitch, he caught, and then he dropped.
Idiot.
He dropped like 4. Well, they did.
That's horrible coaching. That is.
Yeah.
I
Can't
cannot
pitch and
even
catch.
express how that like makes me upset. I can't even put into words how horrible coaching that is.
No, I know. I know.
Missingly bad. Pitching change for the Stros, by the way.
What's this guy's name
it
again?
looks like they're both going
Jimmy
with
Per-
openers.
Jimmy Paredes?
And
Oh, no, his name is right there.
Oh, this one's in. We have the other one. Isak.
Yeah, I know you had eyes. I know you had. Is it Isak?
It is Isak.
I don't know if I trust you.
Isak
I don't know if I
and
trust
Cano.
No, it
baby.
is. I promise it's Isak. Because like no one knew when he first got called up, and the entire Tigers fan community had to get explained how to pronounce it by Emily Walden because she was the only one that knew.
Okay. Yeah.
Shout out Emily Walden, by the way, the GOAT.
Is she an athletic writer or?
Yeah, she's the athletic. She does Padres and Tigers minor leaguers, and she is literally like the best in the business at what she does. She is unbelievable.
No, she's dope. She's dope.
She's so good.
Someone in the YouTube comment sections replying to us. He said, "How's you guys' day going?" That's great. We're just watching baseball all day.
Hey, yeah, we just get to
Yeah,
chill and watch
This is the
playoff
first
games.
baseball I've watched in quite a few days, and I love it.
All right, Christian should stop changing size. And now Scott's
I
going
really hope
crazy.
so.
Hell yeah. Rudy says that he traded Mondesi for Bowers straight up, and Bowers won MVP.
He's living in a dream world.
And then he said Charlie Blackmon Esox. That's a double,
beautiful.
Rudy. That's beautiful.
I hate all of you. Anyway,
Charlie Blackmon
I
Esox.
can't believe that trade proposal. John Gray,
Yeah, that's
Charlie
rough.
Black.
That's really
Justin
rough.
Upton alone is like would make that trade just not worth it because he's better than Charlie Blackmon in every which way.
so yeah, Hagen
Remember
Danner
when
was
people
projected to
thought
go.
Blackmon was going to bat 400 this year? That was fun.
500, right?
He hit 500 for the first week and then hit like 100 the rest of the way.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, honestly.
Oh Jesus,
It's like-
Scott's
it's
got
like cool to-
tired screen now.
We taking over.
All right. You both should stop changing size if I did that right.
Now Brian's gonna get you just
Yeah.
Rudy, I'm sure you know this name, but another kid that I played Little League with from that team is Nick Prado. You guys took him, I think, 14th overall in 2017.
California produces talent, man.
So Prado he had a full ride to USC, sorry, before he even played a single pitch of high school ball, and then Hagen had a full ride to UCLA before he played high school baseball too. But then, yeah, Hagen got his elbow tendonitis when he was like a sophomore or a junior and lost like 4 or 5 miles an hour off his fastball. He was projected to go number 1 from the time he was like 13 to the time he was like 16. Then his fastball went from topping out at 99 to 94, and then he got taken like 60th overall by the Blue Jays as a catcher.
That's wild.
Rudy says Nick Prado, last hope for the 2023 Royals offense.
He was really bad in 2019. He was like a single-A all-star in 2018. In 2019, he OPS like 580. Struck out like 140 times.
So Puma in the YouTube comments is saying he's from the Tampa Bay area and he's gotten to meet most of the Rays players. And G-Man Choi, of course, is the nicest one of them, which, of course, we love Choi here.
Of course.
This is a G-Man Choi Stan Club.
Sure.
By the way, he got his first big league hit with the Angels, just so you guys all know.
Yeah, and then he went to the Yankees.
He's been everywhere.
And then the Brewers.
Who? Choi?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was.
Choi.
I think Rudy and I looked this up last night. I'm pretty sure he went Angels, Yankees, Brewers, Rays. I'm pretty sure.
That sounds right.
Because we were
one of the best diving catches I've ever seen a big man make in left field, bro. It was crazy, like just full on diving.
I couldn't believe that we were like playing Choi in the corner outfield.
I know, it's awesome. That was how bad our left field situation
12
was.
games with the Brewers. We were talking about where he ranks already in best first baseman in Rays history.
Behind Carlos Pena, for sure.
And Fred McGriff is definitely number
McGriff
one.
is one.
Oh, McGriff was a Ray. So McGriff, Pena, and then
Choi, probably.
Choi.
Unfortunately, Aubrey Huff is probably
Who
a
was
top 5 in there too.
Was he the first baseman for the 09 team? Was that Huff?
That was Pena.
That was Payne.
That was his All-Star year. Yeah.
That was the year. I think that was the year he hit like 43 homers or whatever.
Yeah.
It was,
Well, he had like
Huff
30 at the break, and then ended with like 38 or something.
Remember Logan Morrison almost had 30 by the break that one year?
Do you remember Marlins Logan Morrison, who was supposed to be like legit?
Well, do you remember Logan Morrison that year on the Rays when he didn't get invited to the home run derby and he was like telling the media
slandered the hell out of
he should have been there instead of Gary Sanchez?
That's right. And then he was out of baseball within like 8 months of that comment.
He's like, I love Gary Sanchez, great player, but he shouldn't be there over me.
So Carlos Pena, 2009, he had a. Wow, that was not even close to his best year. Oh my God.
Was that his All-Star year?
It was his All-Star year, and it was probably his second best year. It was definitely his second best year. So in 2007, Pena had a .411 on-base percentage, slugged .627, hit 46 homers.
Wow.
Really?
What?
Wasn't an All-Star.
He's just like me.
Couldn't do that in Detroit, though. Read his Detroit numbers. Those will give you a chuck.
All right, traded from Oakland.
Joe.
Traded from Oakland to Detroit in 2002. 75 games there. /253, 321, 462. Hit 12 homers. 783 OPS. 2003, 772 OPS. 18 homers. 2004, 810 OPS. 27 homers.
Hey, not bad.
What year was that?
That was 2004.
Okay, and he's what, like 26?
Yes.
That happened, okay? And everybody thought, we got Granderson coming up. That's a top 50 prospect. We just drafted Verlander. We got Pena. The sky is the limit. And then what happened in 05?
2005, 79 games, 802 OPS, 18 homers.
That's a lot better than I thought, honestly.
It looks like he just got hurt, honestly.
He did. He did get hurt that year. But, I remember it being...
His batting average was probably
trash.
Low. His batting average was probably low, Scott, and back then, his RBIs and batting average were high. You probably,
probably.
You know how it is.
That's real.
My biggest gripe with Moneyball is Carlos Pena's entire character because they considered him an all-star in the movie, and he was not good. Anytime I watch that movie now, I just with a grain of salt anytime his name is brought up.
Yeah.
So yeah, honestly, I didn't even look at his batting average. I just did OPS and homers. So the year that he OPSed 810 with the 27 homers, he only hit 241, and then the next year he hit 235. And then he got for the start of the 2006 season.
Yep.
My stuff is not loading right now. That ball was ripped.
Ball was cranked.
Maldonado.
Yeah, I would have hit that fair.
You're different though.
It truly can't compare.
Yeah.
He's
You know who
similar.
would not have hit that fair, however, is Jason Kipnis. He would have just pulled that one foul all day.
Well, no, Jason Kipnis.
Yeah, but it would have looked more fair than that one did.
It would have
Yeah,
looked
it's
fair
true.
until the last.
It would look dead center 450.
Also, it would have been the World Series.
I'm telling you, I was talking to you
Also
guys
in Game 7.
in Game 2 of this year's Wild Card Series, right? And I'm trying to remember who
Oh,
it was.
Maldi. Maldi.
Oh.
Yo, they've
Honestly,
turned
with how
Maldonado into a
insane-
pretty good hitter, and it's kind of pissing me off.
With how insane the Rays' defense has been this series, I'm surprised they didn't catch that.
If Margot is out there, he probably makes that catch.
Yeah, I agree. Meadows. It didn't look like
That's
Meadows played
fair.
that terribly well.
Well, no, he's trying to Willie Mays it. He was looking like over his shoulder.
We all know
Margot-
Austin Meadows has some pretty bad defensive struggles.
Take a better route.
Yeah, if Kiermaier's healthy, Margot's out and right, that ball's caught.
Yeah.
Oh, so Scott, really quick,
He didn't even get it off the wall. Jesus.
Scott, we talk about this all the time when we talk about the Tigers.
Jeremy Bonderman?
Yes. So the Carlos Pena trade to send Carlos Pena to the Tigers, July 5th, 2002.
Yep. I know.
Trade-
Let me think. I know we gave. I actually don't. Outside of Pena, I don't know who we gave, but I know it was a 3-team trade. Jeremy Bonderman was one of the pieces we got.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we talk about the Tigers, and it's always
Whenever
Bonderman.
Christian and I talk about the Tigers,
Yeah,
Jeremy
it's-
Bonderman's name
It's
is
crazy.
inevitable. He is
It
inevitable.
always comes back to Jeremy Bonderman.
He's
I used to
also-
hate
And you would
Bonderman,
think
by
he
the
was like
way.
a much better pitcher than he actually is. Like he always had the stuff to be that pitcher, but like he really wasn't that pitcher. And the
Well,
way
yeah,
he
reminded me
always
of, like-
comes up, it's crazy.
Reminded me of like Brad Penny almost.
people forget
Brad
that
Penny.
Jeremy Bonderman was on that 06 title run was like 22. Like people remember him as being like because he was out of
veteran.
baseball. He was out of baseball by 09. So people always think of him as like a veteran on that team, a young kid on that
Yeah.
team. Dominated.
Yeah, he was a young cat.
That's a play.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
not an easy play.
Especially not for a left-handed pitcher.
Yeah, just to compose yourself and make that throw. That's a really good play.
I have never in my life seen an Angels pitcher throw from the right side of the mound to first base and not throw it 30 feet past him.
I don't
Yeah.
think I had that ball to sail 5 feet wide into the right field corner.
Like Angels and PFPs, it just does not exist. It's crazy.
One of my buddies once in like a JV baseball game, it was pretty much that play, and the guy was coming down the line, and he sees him, and he picks up the ball. He's also a left-handed pitcher. He turns around to throw it, and he pump fakes so the guy takes off, and then he just turns around and tags the guy out running home. And I'm like sprinting in from center field because it was the coolest thing I had ever seen in my life. I like mobbed this guy. I'm like, oh my god.
Fernandez.
Like a little Jose Fernandez type pump fake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Love.
sick. I never got to do anything like that because I didn't pitch. I just like doing rundowns though. And if you gave like one really hard pump fake in high school, everybody stops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it doesn't make sense the more I think about it because like my coach would always tell us to do like the little pump like fakes like that. But like I hated those. I would wind up and just just full pump fake, like look like I was gonna chuck the ball. Which
I put
doesn't
the
make
ball in my
any.
glove and like just like full on throw, you know.
Yeah, no, I would do that too. But
Nah, I put it in my glove just so you could just boom sauce a kid.
well, I would literally
Doing
go
a full
here
pump
and then,
fake
like,
with
right
the
into
ball
glove.
in your hand is horrible for your elbow. FYI.
Don't care.
I mean, in hindsight, I don't know why you would.
Stay mad, don't care.
Yeah, like, I mean, maybe that's why my velo stagnated at 78, but
I mean, unless you did it like an egregious amount, probably.
There's so
not.
many things that you did nice.
Uh-oh.
Very bad.
Nice rip. Nice piece of hit in there.
oh my God, Meadows!
What was the throw?
Oh.
Jeez.
Hit a
That
cut
was
one time.
That was a rainbow
This man needs to
trout.
be arrested.
Whoop. Brutal.
Just to let you know, Cleveland let this man walk for free, like just for pennies paid by Houston. Cleveland let him walk.
Who? Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Are you surprised?
Never mind.
I mean, like, honestly, I am. For that one, like,
No, he actually
Letting
is the kind of guy
Bradley
they
walk-
would try to re-sign.
yeah, like he should have been the guy they
God,
resigned.
Meadows.
That was one of the worst throws. Well, I mean, I've seen Athletics Chris Davis throw a ball, so maybe not, but, like, that was not good.
I have watched Ben Revere throw a ball. Nothing
Yeah.
compares.
Hey, don't you ever slander Ben Revere. I just want to
I
make
will
that.
slander Ben Revere when the moment
The
arises.
Charlie Blackman fan has
Christian.
entered the chat.
Yeah, Charlie Blackman's arm is
Christian,
Ben
Charlie
Revere.
Blackman sucks.
Christian. I was at a game one time when there was a hit and run on, and it was a line drive into center, and Ben Revere comes in and makes the catch, and like it's the easiest double play. It's the easiest double off of all time, right? Like over at first base. But this
I
dude,
know what you're talking about.
yeah, this dude had to fully wind up and put everything he had into the throw. Then the throw slipped out of his hand and went wide, and it's like anybody else, that ball's like 10 rows deep into the stands. It slipped out of his hands and went high, and it still didn't make it to the first baseman on the fly.
I love Ben Revere.
Johnny
I don't-
Damon. Johnny Damon's Barbershop. Legendary podcast.
Oh, Johnny Damon's barbershop. That was a great one.
Damon's Barbershop. He was the only person that played for the Sox. Well, not the only, but the most notable person that played for the Sox, Yankees, and Tigers.
I think that might have been a better name instead of a Don't At Me. Like, I like the Don't
Oh,
At
I
Me,
love
but-
Damon's
Yeah, Damon's Barbershop.
It's just,
is
it's
gas.
the logo went hard too.
It really
Why did
did. I really liked it.
Why did you guys change it?
I don't know. I mean, I think like part of it was because the Damon's Barbershop one was. Remember, for
It was
DD
in
when we
DD.
broke up, like we
Yeah.
broke everybody off into groups, and like that
Yeah.
was our group. It was our same group, but that one was like the name of our DD podcast, and then we realized that like the DD podcast just wasn't happening, so then we just made our own kind of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, the Damon's Barbershop one, that logo was sick too. He looked like he had like the long ass like Jesus hair, and he was just like angelic.
I love it.
The logo that Izzy made for Don't At Me is also gas, though.
Oh yeah, that's Izzy doesn't miss.
Facts.
So like yeah,
Never in her life.
Literally,
I-
he never
Incapable.
doesn't even know the definition.
Whenever
doesn't know what
whenever at the graphics team, I'm specifically adding them to @Izzy, and then whenever anyone else respawns, I'm like, okay, that's cool.
yeah, right. It's like
Just
cool,
waiting
cool,
for Izzy.
but yeah. But, like,
It's like she'll like
what a
send.
bitch.
Yeah, that's a really good pitch. She'll like send things into graphics, and like I almost like, in a sense, like it's like I almost like want it to be bad one time.
I
Just like-
disagree. I
just like
disagree with
one
that. Why would you want
time.
it to be bad?
Well, I
It's a
don't
bad
know.
take.
Is the thing. Like it's like conflicting. It's like she does like these things for us, and it's like I open graphics and I just can't believe like what I'm seeing compared to like what we used to have. You know?
Yeah, facts. When we used to
Yeah.
have me doing the graphics,
Like the other graphics guy we had him for like a day, and then he got
And then
signed
you got
by the
snatched
White
by the
Sox.
White Sox.
are we talking about Josh?
I was always
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
Doesn't that dude live in like I don't know? Doesn't he live in like
Chicago
New
now. I
Zealand?
would assume.
Yes.
all of our best graphics people come from overseas.
Yep.
Izzy is a British, right?
He is, I believe, British. I believe.
I think so. Roll that. Easy.
Also need to include
Yep.
Will because Will's good.
Twisted.
Yeah, Will did a really good job for us for a long time.
Yeah, he did. I like his.
Well, that was a big inning for Houston.
Yeah.
Austin Meadows, Game 5 MVP for Houston.
If you guys had to put
Meadows and Charlie
a
Blackmon,
percentage
I
on the
can't not
chance
tell
that
the
Houston comes back in this series right now.
I say 0%.
Wow.
I don't think it's happening.
I'll say like 8%.
I'll put it at 15.
90.
You know what? 9-0?
I think
What?
maybe force a game 7. I don't think they're winning 4 straight.
Yeah, I
the
agree.
reason I
Probably not
have them
90.
winning these next 2 games because their BABIP luck had been so horrendous, despite the fact that their expected batting average was like 200 points higher
Was
than
it game 3?
Tampa.
Was that the ridiculous one?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
they've
I-
made it every time. He gets
I
it.
honestly don't think that's terribly relevant in a 7-game series because you can't expect any of that to normalize over that small of a span.
Well, that is true. It's just
Also,
Houston
Ray's
Houston as a whole has had a very unlucky season. I know, like we all hate Houston and whatnot, but they've had a really unlucky season, and a lot of their players have been in slumps that you would see start to end. Their slumps would be ending right now in a regular season over the next
Sure.
70 games. So their bats are all going to start coming to life at once.
Yeah,
Brantley
and like
single was 106 off the bat, by the way.
Yeah, they've
Even-
been sitting on the ball.
even if it doesn't normalize, I think it's fair if you look at it as in like you're just gonna play the percentages of it because like it might not normalize and like they might just continue to have bad luck, but that's also not something that you can count on. So like I don't think it would be a horrible idea to just play the percentages of what
Yeah.
you know, like if
Yeah, like
the bank on the guys that are
Yeah,
smoking
I
the ball.
agree.
I definitely think you can look at that and say, well, they're playing better than what it looks like on the scoreboard. But like also that stuff can vary so much game to game. I just don't know how much it really matters in a playoff series.
Yeah, which is
Sure.
I still
Sure.
don't think they have a chance of coming back. I think Tampa is just better, but at least over these next 2 games, I expected their bats. They're just you're bound to start finding some sort of holes because having a left on base percentage of like 92% in Tampa, that's just ridiculous. Like that does not happen.
Pena trade up on my screen. So in this trade, the Tigers sent Jeff Weaver to the Yankees. The
Carlos
Yankees
Pena.
the Yankees sent Ted Lilly to Oakland.
Ted Lilly.
Ooh, I didn't realize Lilly was. I knew Weaver
The
was
man.
part of that trade. I didn't realize Lilly was.
I love Ted Lilly. I loved his windup.
I did too.
Hall of Fame ballot participant Ted Lilly.
Hey, that's a big deal.
Hey, Sean Figgins is on the same ballot. Shout out my goat.
Shout out Sean.
Hey, where's Nick?
Mariners
Shout out Sean.
legend Sean Figgins.
Let's see
Did
what
you
Nick's
know
got to
that
say.
Sean
Shout out
Figgins
Sean.
in 2009 posted 6 WAR for the Angels and then went to Seattle Mariners the next season and had a negative WAR? Because Nick Tucker certainly does know.
Didn't he post more WAR in that season than he did in his whole Mariners career?
Oh,
That
absolutely.
That definitely sounds right.
Pretty sure.
I don't
that's-
think he had a positive
He
WAR.
said Sean got way too many votes. What a horrible player.
I'm
He
still
got 0
pissed.
votes.
What's his name? Matt Guerrier didn't get on the ballot.
I know you were so hyped
I
for
was
that.
so excited for that. I could have sworn he played 10 years, man. I guess service time doesn't work exactly.
Yeah,
like
but well, I think he did play 10 years, but also I don't think that they have to grant you a ballot spot just because you played 10 years. That's just the basic prerequisite.
I would have voted for him on the DD ballot. I mean, I had said that before.
I know you would have. You had been talking about
Yeah.
it. Hey, you know
So other
what?
people on the ballot. Do you guys think Bobby
my.
Abreu is a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bobby the GOAT.
Bobby
I would-
should have been 2 inches taller, and the Angels would have won the 2009 World Series ago. Yes.
I would vote for Bobby.
I have a
Pretty good fastball right there.
I have a
Just a bit outside.
Angels Bobby Abreu card in my hanging somewhere in my bedroom.
Nice. I didn't appreciate Abreu. Oh my God, he hit the exact same spot.
Yeah, that he's clearly overthrowing.
beginning for
Clearly,
Tampa.
Just a bit outside.
Oh, let's interview Dusty Baker again. That's a good idea.
His mask. What is it going to be this time? Covering his eyes.
It's always good when you have a face-to-face interview and take your mask off for it. That's all.
When they were interviewing Kevin Cash, they were at least standing 6 feet away.
Right, yeah. She's like right there, and he's just like, no, I'm
To be
good.
fair, like there is a bubble for these guys, so like they're all fine, but it's still
Is this
just like
This is the one they're playing in Cali, so no fans?
yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Jeez,
Yeah,
I really didn't appreciate Abreu enough.
Texas one is.
Dude, no one did. I love Bobby Abreu. He got bullied because of Peter Borges being semi-good and Mike Trout's coming up, and he was like, well, if you guys don't have a spot for me, trade me. So we did.
Yep. 2009, like, back then, it was just like when I didn't understand baseball very well, and I was like, what I saw was that he was hitting 293 and he had hit 15 home runs.
He was hitting 300 for most of the season because the entire team was above 300 until like September 6th, I believe.
Yeah, he hit 293, had a 390 OBP that year.
It was 400 for quite a bit of the year.
Yep.
Talk to him nice, baby. Bobby Abreu's the man. Still my home run derby goat. I don't care.
Bobby Abreu, career 395 OBP, career 870 OPS.
It's a shame that a lot of his peak defensive seasons were before 2003, so none of it really counts. So the only defensive seasons we have of him, he was horrendous, and it really hurt his WAR.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeesh. I'm gonna go. Hang on. Let me hop on FanGraphs really quick here.
Hey, Bobby Abreu. Still,
Good bitch.
I still consider it to be one of the run derby performances of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, especially because his happened in the old format.
That's
what year
why
this
I
feels
think
before
it's
my
still
time.
so great. 05.
Yes.
Him and Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Well, Hamilton has to be for sure, but the button was. Let me see. And even more impressive, it was at Comerica. We'll start with that.
Really?
Yes.
We need a home run derby in Colorado.
Honestly.
Yeah, dude, that'd be a blast.
Haven't had one since the 90s, I don't think.
I'm glad I'm glad when it came here we got such a good one.
Yeah. No kidding.
The single round was 15, and Abreu hit 24 in a round. And the record going into the night was 15. And then he broke the record for all 3 rounds, and then obviously broke it for overall with 41 home runs. 41 in Comerica Park, 11 in the last round, and 24 in the first round. Were all records at the time. None of which still stand, sadly. But.
So, Christian, according to FanGraphs, just going off of their defensive value rating, so Abreu had his rating in 98 when it was his first full year was 21.5. Then he went negative 2.1, 8.2, negative 6.3, negative 13.1, 5.2, and then that 5.2 happened in 2003. Yeah. And then after 2003, negative 20.9, negative 14.5, negative 21.8, negative 9.6, negative 28.6, negative 15.8, negative 15.3, negative 19.1, negative 4.7, negative 6.1.
Yeah, not a good defender.
The man.
Eddie says, fun fact, though, the corresponding move to Bobby being DFA'd was bringing up Mike Trout permanently.
That does sound right.
Bringing him back up in 2012, yeah. They were on the same team in 2011.
Yeah.
But
2011
then,
Mike
was
Trout
like,
is...
You don't have a spot for me.
Yeah, 2011 Mike Trout,
goat.
one of the legendary players of our game.
That's
true.
John's GOAT. John's GOAT is 2011 Mike Trout.
The real Mike Trout. This one, the one we've seen for the last 8 years is a fraud.
Yeah, 2011 Mike Trout's the real Mike Trout.
Signing
Also,
Pujols
Charlie
really
Blackmon sucks.
I hate it here. I always will.
Well, wait. Was there something prompting that one, or did you just say that?
Yeah, it's just Charlie Blackmon.
There was a silence, so I just thought, why not? And we were already kind of getting
That
out
Albert
like
Pujols deal
so-
sucks for so many reasons because it sent Mark Trumbo into the outfield, and we didn't have room for him. We didn't have room for Abreu or Borges because we also still had Torrey Hunter, and then we let Torrey Hunter walk. Just broke my heart.
It was such a stupid move.
Let
And
him
it's
walk
okay,
to
though.
Detroit, baby.
Because you know what he did in Detroit, Game 5 of the 2013 postseason?
Okay, that's why. What did I say? All I said was he walked to Detroit.
Oh, yeah. What? You're offended now?
Hey, Charlie Blackmon
Listen.
sucks. Okay?
Listen, Charlie would have caught that ball. No, he wouldn't
Not
have.
No, you would not have gotten
Oh,
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't have. But Torrey didn't either.
Well, Torrey did a freaking circus cartwheel
Well-
over the ball.
Well, he should have done more.
Yeah.
Torrey Hunter
So-
was my
Yeah.
second favorite player, despite the fact that my favorite player, Vladimir Guerrero, probably hated Torrey Hunter after a while because Torrey Hunter called him a flake person, and so that was always not a good time. He called because it's a thing with Dominicans and black people where it's really bad.
Charlie Blackmon sucks.
That's a little bit too big. I meant to put that in the.
It's taking up the
In the
whole
corner
screen.
I think it's perfect personally.
Can I center that?
That's funny. Mariners legend Mark Trumbo, Nick says.
Man, the only other trade with the Mariners that pissed me off was we got Jason Vargas for Kendrys Morales, and that never sat well with me because
Well,
Kendrys Morales.
Kendrys, I mean,
Is
if
that
it wasn't
really
for
what
the
that trade was?
celebration, if it wasn't for the celebration at home plate,
Probably never signed Albert Pujols.
Probably not.
Was so
There we
cursed. It really ruined everything.
That makes the whole formatting work better, honestly.
yeah, because
Yeah.
we can fill up that blank space
Yeah.
down there. I agree.
Oh, yes, perfect.
Good. It looks good.
This broadcast brought to you
See,
by
Brian
Charlie
Briggs.
Blackmon being bad at baseball.
Rudy says Jason Vargas and Kendrys Morales, both Royals legends.
It's true. Was Kendrys on the World Series team?
True.
Yep.
I think he was.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Kendrys do not stomp on the plate, Morales. Yeah, Kendrys celebrate. Kendrys party too hard, Morales.
All right, come on, Mike.
He was so good for that, too.
Juan Rivera on that team. I loved Juan Rivera so much.
I did too.
He had such a swing and everything.
No leg kick.
He just all arms, dude. I loved it.
Kendrys was the DH in 2015 for the Royals. That means he must have OPS like 612, like the rest of the team.
He was the one person I was happy for that got a ring that year.
Yeah, me too.
Come on, Mike.
Even then, I was so upset about it.
I forgot Morales went to the Yankees for a minute.
You know, it's funny. He had one of the highest ex-Wobas on the team, but he had OPS like 111 that year.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
And they
It
released him.
was-
But like his ex-Woba contact was just off the charts and everything. It's just nothing. Little Gary Sanchez precursor.
Yeah. Rudy.
Oh,
Rudy
that's a
says,
replay.
Rudy says rings talk. I don't know what to tell you.
Man.
Good job, Peter.
Unbelievable that they show the replay of him hitting the home run and then immediately show him strike out in real time.
Peter
I'm
goes,
sick.
oh, wait, that's a replay.
Yeah, I was like, did the Astros just change jerseys in between pitches?
If the Astros win here, I'm gonna actually be scared of them coming back.
Yeah.
I would agree, but if they lose, I wouldn't be.
I probably wouldn't be either. I would agree with that.
I don't like that they started Tyler Glass now on short rest yesterday. I don't think it was necessary.
Well, he hadn't pitched since
Oh
game
wait,
5,
yeah, you're right.
so he was fine.
Yeah. Okay, I take that
I'm
back.
more
then.
worried about the rest of the series.
Should be
Yeah,
When was
fine.
the last time
because
Morton
Glasnow
pitched?
I won't.
game 2.
He pitched game 2 and game 3.
He was 2.
He was 2.
3 was
Yesterday
3 was Yarbrough.
Oh, right.
Or yesterday was.
Like
Yes.
Snell?
Yesterday was Glasnow.
Oh, you're right. Duh.
Snell
yeah.
was game 1.
Snell was 1.
Yeah.
Well, so what? Morton's next? When was the last time Morton?
no,
Morton
Snell.
could probably pitch
One.
game 6.
Next will be Snell.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Right. What am I saying? Yeah. So
Snell-
then Snell would go
yeah.
game 7. I mean, Morton would.
Morton will go 7.
Yeah.
Honestly, they might open with Glasnow again.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, they'll probably do something like that.
Ray's gonna
It-
raise.
Rays will, in fact, raise.
It honestly frustrates me that Glasnow can't go more than 5 innings. Like his peripherals are great, so you expect him to. You would project him as a higher up, but with the amount of innings he goes, you really can't because
Yeah, Pirates won
He's
the
not as
trade,
bad.
honestly.
honestly,
Definitely.
That bum.
There's not many trades where they happen and I look at them like I don't understand. That was one of them.
it made no sense to trade your 3 best prospects for Chris Archer after also trading away Garrett Cole. It seems.
And
Like,
McCutcheon.
Well, the most
And
confusing
McCutcheon.
part about that is, like, I don't know how the front office was convinced that Pirates team was actually any good. Like, I know they
Also
had
that-
won, like, 10 straight games going into the trade deadline, so they thought they could go for it, but that team was just not good.
Yeah, they
No.
still had like a negative 40 run
Yeah,
differential.
the
Like, they
team-
weren't good.
The team was Diego, you're mad cute. The team was literally like 8 games out of the wild card, like with 2 weeks before the deadline. They went on that weird run. Like that team was a bottom dwell, perennial
they weren't
bottom
good.
dweller. That team
You
was
knew they weren't
bad.
good.
So horrible front office work. Also, totally off topic, but I feel like it's big enough news we can cross sports here. Le'Veon Bell is signing a 1-year deal with the Chiefs.
Let's go!
With the
He's
Chiefs?
not going to the Bears.
So-
Let's go.
He's
That-
not going to the Dolphins.
Is
My fantasy season
something.
is saved.
So
Miles
the,
Gaskin season
the
continues.
the CEH owners out there are fighting.
fuming.
They're punching the air right now, but that is
Gotta report
big,
that in the
big
fantasy
news
group
for the
chat.
football world. Yes.
Could have gone to the Saints, if I'm being honest, and just not have Pinero run the ball ever again.
Honestly, yeah. Latavius is pretty alright though.
We could
Yeah,
take him
I like
with Chubb
Latavius.
down.
The Saints just need to do something to get rid of Taysom Hill forever. 'Cause he sucks.
Dude, that signing's gonna look weirder and weirder as time goes on.
He's a cool gimmick, and honestly, he is pretty useful in different times. But like
For what
that,
for what his
they-
contract was last year, yeah, it was cool. Now he has like a $25 million deal. So
Yeah.
dumb.
it's an issue.
They don't convert anything when he's playing. Like when he's there instead of Breeze, they never work.
Well,
better.
it was like a funny gimmick when they were winning games by 30 and they could just like put him in and throw a touchdown. But when they're
Yeah,
1
put him
and
in
3 or
last
whatever
second.
they are, like it's not funny anymore.
Well, no, I mean he had like in the even in that Vikings playoff game, like he was one of their best. Like that was
yeah, 'cause
he did
Breeze
really
was
well
joking.
that game. Like he was of value but he's not like $5 million a year value. Like that's absurd.
Yeah, no, not even close. Like
But it's okay,
to-
because
Worst
the Saints
team
don't
in
have a
football
salary cap.
history, Peyton? You are literally on a broadcast with a Browns and a Lions fan, and you want to try and claim
About
that.
what?
That is
Claiming
hilarious.
about what? The Jets?
Peyton saying that he just says New York football team sucks, and then he's saying worst team in football history, which is laughable.
Yeah. The 1 and 31.
You're on a broadcast with
2016
two
to
people that have
2017
gone
Cleveland
0 and 16, and you want to claim worst team ever. That's
1
cute.
and
That's
31
adorable.
over 2 years.
Literally. Yeah, mine was 2 and 30. So
We would have gone 0 and
same
32
thing.
if I think it was Josh Lambo like missed like a 30-yard field goal
It
for
was
us to
the
win that
field
one
goal.
game.
Yeah, it was the field. Yeah.
I remember it was Christmas Eve. Man.
Charger.
I
Yeah,
I
me
vividly
too.
remember that game.
Tucker's mad.
Yeah, I like how.
Do you remember the
every
Browns
year-
kicker who missed the field goal against the Saints, and you guys
Zane Gonzalez,
ended
yes,
up not
the
winning that
current
game?
starting Arizona Cardinals kicker, yes. He's actually really good
You really?
for them.
Yep.
Usually how it
That's what
goes.
I've noticed.
Bro, the Jets. Every year, there's a team that starts off 0-5, and people are like, "Oh, they're gonna go 0-16," and then it never happens. So, like last year, the Dolphins. Everyone's like, "Oh, the Dolphins are 0-7. They're horrible. It's the worst team I've ever seen. They're going
And they won, like,
0-16,"
5
and then they
games.
won like 5 games. Yeah, so you're not gonna convince me that the Jets are gonna go.
You're simply
0-16.
not the
There's a
Cleveland
reason-
Browns or Detroit Lions.
There's a reason it's only happened twice ever. Like you're not gonna convince me that that's about to happen.
Kevin Stefanski
Also, just
already has more coaching
objectively-
wins than Hugh Jackson
That's
in
hilarious.
5 games versus
You
Hugh's
know what's
40.
crazy? So the Lions head coach the year we went 0-16, Matt Millen, Matt Patricia has now coached the same amount of games as Matt Millen and has a worse record.
You're kidding me.
I am not
Jesus.
kidding you.
Oh,
And somehow
my
he still has
Lord.
a job. And
How you can
notice-
have that good
No.
of a QB and still be that bad for
Right.
so long? is
Matt Millen
just
took
absurd.
over a 4-win team. And Matt Patricia took over a team that went 9-7 2 years in a row before hiring him.
Yeah, I did not
Now he has a
hate
worse-
Jim Caldwell, honestly.
No, Jim Caldwell. We were told that the reason we fired him was because 9-7 wasn't good enough, and our roster should have been like a deep playoff run team. And then we brought in Matt Patricia, and he is absolutely horrid. So back to baseball,
That
though.
shit, baby.
That's a lot of football talk
Yes.
there. But the Le'Veon Bell thing I thought was big enough news.
Dearness Johnson's better
Oh, yeah.
than Le'Veon
Oh, yeah.
Bell anyway.
Reasonable.
So Rays, I'm looking at commercial break in progress right now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
What's I
Your
just
mother?
yesterday I got to thinking about the because obviously if they win tonight, it'll be the first time they go to the World Series since 2009. And I was just looking at that team, and that 2009 team was sick.
Wasn't it 08?
Yeah, I was gonna say 08, right?
That's what I meant.
The
Yeah,
Rays, yeah.
that team was sweet.
Oh, yeah.
EJ Upton, Evan Longoria, David
Carl
Price,
Crawford,
Man, Rays David Price
Cliff-
was an animal.
35-year-old Cliff Floyd at DH. Like, what are we talking about?
That's the most
That's
Rays
it.
thing I've ever heard.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
sick. Obviously, Ben Zobrist was insane.
Honestly, imagine if they had Barry Bonds that year because he got blacklisted.
They
of course.
should
Oh,
have
yeah.
had him. They
Could
should
you
Oh, yeah.
imagine
Have
like,
had
you just
him.
have Barry Bonds on that team?
Oh, it would have been so cool.
They should have
What were the
had
Phillies
him.
gonna
Like,
do against Barry
The
Bonds?
best player of all
literally
time
all
getting his
reports
only
were
ring
like,
with the Tampa
yes,
Bay
if-
Rays would be the best thing for
if he
baseball
would be-
ever.
That would be so sick.
Literally any report you read about it says that the Rays like wanted him and he would have been a Ray, and it's
The
unreal.
league is
And the league just
loud.
blackballed him.
That sucks so bad.
Their pitching rotation: James Shields, Matt Garza, Edwin Jackson, Scott Kazmir, the GOAT.
Casimir was the man back then.
Troy Percival was the closer.
Scott Kazmir was the man
didn't know
in
he was the
Cleveland for a
closer.
year.
Troy
Scott
Percival.
Kazmir broke my heart.
Me too.
Troy Percival with 28 saves was the
I
closer.
love Troy. Shout out Troy Percival though.
Grant
Shout out.
Balfour,
Scott Kazmir on the Angels 2009 was amazing. by the
Victor
way,
Martinez.
a lot of people don't realize he was on the 2019 and then the 2010 Scott Kazmir.
I only remember bad Scott Casimir. That's all
I
I
remember
remember.
him being-
He had 6 starts in 09. Really
Rookie
good.
David
I remember
Price. Rookie David
gave-
Price made 5 starts and had a 190.
We gave Kazmir a 1-year deal, and I remember him being pretty good for us.
He was, I
He
think.
was good for everyone except the Angels.
Yeah,
because
that's
yeah.
because he was good for the Dodgers
Scott
too.
Kazmir was the man. Was the
I loved
man.
Him
He had
and
like
Eric
an
Bedard
11
were the two most notable people to me back then. And
I swear he had like an 11K per 9 at one point.
Wait. Babe, wake up. Randy Arozarena's batting.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Ding dong.
Oh,
Oh! They
oh,
got it!
no
Go!
way!
Oh! Go!
Randy!
Greatest
my
of all
God.
time. There is
Kidding,
no
right?
one
Oh,
No one.
Can we clip Peyton? Can
There
you
is
clip
not
that?
a animal on
Well,
it that can stop
Peter, that was an unbelievable call.
What a call by me!
Peter, that was unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I'm actually behind you guys, so I swear I did not see that happen and then say that.
Dude, you said that, and I looked over, and then it
Yeah,
happened.
as soon as I look over,
He
Peter.
literally cannot be rookies with 6+ homers in a single postseason.
Rays?
The only two ever. Randy and Evan Longoria. They're 2 Rays.
go.
Unreal. He is the greatest of all time.
He really is better than Mike
DHgate
Trout.
He
jersey on the
really
way.
do be better than Mike. Oh my god. Why does anyone throw him a fastball? I don't understand. Like, stop.
Why does anybody throw him in anything?
Stop throwing him fastballs, dude. He's batting like 1270 against fastballs.
All I'm saying is that
Stop.
if somebody
Oh, Meadows almost got that.
That was a hanger.
if somebody put a Rainbow Devil Rays Randy Arozarena jersey in front of me right now, I would pay an absurd amount of money for that.
I would pay
Oh my God.
for a Rainbow Devil Rays Arozarena jersey.
I don't care if he's never
Makes me
worn it in his
Get the
career.
Devil Rays. Like I love the Devil Rays. I hate that they switched.
Devil Rays, so sick.
Peter, you need to make the Babe Wake Up Randy Arozarena's hitting.
Honestly,
Facts. Randy Arozarena. The man.
you know what? I had something lined up to tweet if the Rays closed it out yesterday. Let me see if I can if it shows up on the camera.
Oh, Meadows just cranked that ball, but it's like 5,000 feet foul.
Did that work? Probably not.
Ooh. Yeah, he got that weigh in on his hands.
I like it. I like it.
My stream is super behind still, so
I forgot you guys. I'm looking at OBS. I was like, why can't you guys see that? I forgot it's not in real time.
No,
That makes
see it
more
on my
sense.
phone, yeah.
That does look great.
Elite meme.
I'm about to see our reaction to it again because my phone is so far behind.
The Casimir had 3 seasons with a strikeout per 9 of over 10, and on one of them he had 11.1.
Jeez.
Damn, he's just like me.
Him and Eric Bedard used to lead the league in strikeouts.
Okay, wow. He actually walked a ton of batters though, Scott Casimir.
Yes, he did.
He led the league in strikeouts in 07 with 240, but also walked 2 years prior to that. He walked 100 batters, which led the league. And then the year he struck out 240, he walked 90. His walk per 9 was consistently 4, like his entire prime, pretty much.
So one of my,
I still can't believe Tyler Chatwood had a walk per 9 of 8. Walk 8 batters per 9 innings.
Elite play discipline, Austin Meadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Rays team is sick.
Peter, so I just watched it again. We were like, we were talking about Scott Casimir, and you just go, wait, Babe, wake up, Randy Arozarena's hitting, and Scott goes, oh, ding dong time.
Before the pitch was thrown, and then I went, oh wait, no, seriously.
And me and Scott just both go,
Oh no. Man, this dude's unreal. Got into the bullpen, the Astros. All right, the Randy Arozarena baseball savant numbers are coming in. Oh, look at this. He's the GOAT. 106 off the bat, 32 launch angle, 950 expected batting average with a barrel. You can't beat him.
Can't.
You can't beat him.
Yeah, but he filmed Mike Schilt swearing in the clubhouse, so he's got to go. Can't have that kind of guy on your team.
My Twitter feed is
You really
loading. I can't
can't.
tweet the video.
Man, if he was
Rudy
doing this to the
says
Cardinals,
Tyler
I would just
Chatwood
attribute it to
missed
devil
the
magic, but
location.
I'm glad he's not.
Yeah, I would have absolutely despised that man if he was on the Cardinals.
Is Twitter loading for
Oh,
you
I
guys,
think
or
the
is it just
score-
broken?
No, timeline's down right now.
Did Randy just break the?
Randy just broke Twitter.
I straight up think he did. I mean,
It's like shades of, and I hate to compare it to someone like this because I hate this guy, but like 2015 Daniel Murphy in the playoffs.
yeah,
Daniel Murphy.
dude, that
Oh,
run
yeah.
that he was on was just unreal.
Was that 6 straight games with a homer?
Yep.
Still the record, right? Because Stan only got 5 this year.
Yeah.
Only. Stan, you bum. Only 5 straight games with a homer.
Wait, was it ended by their elimination? Did he hit
No,
one?
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because
no.
he hit.
Stan,
He hit.
no.
It was the 2 game. It was the 2 wild card games.
And then the first
and
three.
then-
And the first 3. Yeah.
Yes. I think maybe it was.
No, that was it.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. All right, we got another
Esports
pitching
news. In esports news, Bronny James was grounded by his father, so he cannot play the new Warzone tournament.
Not surprising. Not surprising. Rudy says it's real. It's real hating Daniel Murphy hours.
All my
Always
homies
real
hate
hating
Daniel Murphy.
hours.
All my homies hate Daniel Murphy.
I don't know why he would hate Daniel Murphy. Without Daniel Murphy, the Royals don't win a World Series. Okay.
LaBelle.
Well, without Familia, I mean, he's really the guy. Then
No,
when the
Familia
Mets
had 2 saves that Daniel Murphy blew with just horrendous errors.
Well, without Familia,
Oh yeah, that's right. So Rudy just said Scott asked a couple days ago about least favorite player on your favorite team.
Rudy says easily Daniel Murphy, 2017 Cubs.
I don't know who mine would be.
I think everyone knows mine.
No, mine. That's for damn sure.
Let me
Who
think of.
is
Oh,
yours?
wait, I know mine.
Oh, Pujols.
What am I saying?
Yeah.
Of course,
would it
it's
be?
Pujols. I would
Mine
probably.
Mine is him who shall not be named.
Oh, are you talking about Ryan Rayburn?
No.
Honestly, I was never a big Shane Victorino guy, and I was kind of pissed when the Angels.
That's a great name. Oh, sucks.
Like, I didn't
Great
want him on the
save.
Angels, don't get me wrong, but I didn't mind it. He was cool to have. I liked him.
Well, see, I don't know why. Like, I just never
He's gonna be
really
on the-
liked him. Did you say Shane Victorino's going to be in the Hall of Fame?
Hall of Fame ballot.
Oh,
Ballot.
Is there any reason as to why you don't like him, Sir Scott?
I can't think of any. Can you?
I don't know. I really can't. He's a splendid
It wasn't
guy.
a grand
I mean-
slam that ruined my childhood. It definitely.
yeah. I don't remember him causing Torrey Hunter to flip over any walls.
Oh,
Yeah.
wasn't him. The game after, but
You just really give up 2 grand slams in 2 games.
2
pretty
back-breaking
sure
grand
Benoit
slams.
gave up both. too. Actually, I think
I
the starter gave up the Victorino one.
that sounds more right.
thought it was
I mean, I know
Albuquerque.
for a fact Benoit gave up the
Oh yeah,
David Ortiz one.
I
That
could've
was a
sworn it was
hanging splitter.
well, 'cause-
See, but Albuquerque didn't give up a home run until like his second year in the league.
That's true.
Albuquerque
Like,
was
he
so
literally-
nasty for
He
you guys.
literally did not give up a home run until his like second or third year in baseball.
Al Albuquerque for you guys was like what Alexi Ogando was when he first came up.
Man,
The
they
first
ruined
2
Alexi
years
trying to
of
make
Al
him a star.
Albuquerque.
Same with Neftali
Yeah,
Feliz,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, they ruined Alexi Ogando Rondo and Natalie Feliz by trying to make them starters.
Natalie Feliz. What a name.
What a name.
Peyton says his is Jacoby Ellsbury, not surprisingly. Diego says Jarrett Parker for the Giants. Interesting.
Yeah.
Peter,
I like
what's
Jared.
yours?
I feel like you guys know.
Jason.
Let me.
Kidd.
Oh, Jason Kipnis. Right.
How about for the Rockies, Brian?
Ooh.
Ooh, you know what? I haven't really thought about that one actually. For the Angels, I would say that mine was probably Josh Hamilton.
It's fair.
The
I
more
would
we learn
say-
about Josh Hamilton, the more I hate him. So
Yes.
Vernon Wells, the original April MVP. No, dude, no one will ever top Didi. So
Honestly.
Didi's the April GOAT.
Who would it be for the Rockies? Honestly,
Rockies is tough because I feel like it would have to be somebody that signed like a short-term deal there and was kind of in and out in the system. I feel like the Rockies don't keep like very many people, and if they do, they're dope.
yeah. So my issue with the Rockies is that I have hated decisions to bring players in without necessarily hating the players themselves. You know what I mean?
that's fair.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, when we signed Gerardo Parra to a 3-year deal, I was livid because we had David Dahl, who was one of our top prospects at the time, and then he was just blocked because we had Blackman and Gonzalez, too, so we just made...
Rudy says mine on the Rockies is Charlie Blackman. Dude reeks. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect
Honestly.
it. Oh, that's awesome. So who is it, Brian?
Oh, look at that 2-2 count right now.
Mine on the-
I'm
hate
gonna...
this guy.
So I'm going to say Jeff Hoffman.
Ooh, interesting.
I'm going to say Jeff Hoffman because growing up, Tulowitzki was my boy, and I was just beyond sad when we traded him. Oh, it's a really good play. Wow.
That's a great play.
That was indeed impressive.
I'll update you when I see it.
Man, I'm trying to send something in the HotMic chat right now. It doesn't let you copy or paste anything.
I don't know.
Sick.
Nick, that's weird. Nick says his favorite player of all time is Sean Figgins. That's wild.
Oh, wow. That's not what I would have expected.
Yeah.
That was a really good play, by the way.
That was a great play.
All right. Well, anyway, I was trying to send the link in the HotMic chat because I had it copied to my clipboard of Scott's Google Slides about Ryan Rayburn.
Oh, yes, the infamous, Ryan Rayburn.
Is hot garbage.
What is hot garbage? Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, slide page about you. The hatred's real. Like it's intense.
It was. Yes, it was a late night in my college dorm room. Needless to say, and I don't quite recall the
first slide
process of
is-
making it, but it was a great surprise waking up the next morning, just opening my laptop, seeing a PowerPoint about how much I hated Ryan Rayburn.
The first slide is it's the SpongeBob like Texas thing where he's like, "Hey Patrick, what am I?" And Patrick's like, "Ugly and bad at baseball." No, I'm Ryan Rayburn. What's the difference?
No, my favorite picture.
God.
I think it's like the third or fourth slide. My favorite picture is the one where it's Ryan. He's running. He's trying to catch a ball, and he runs into the center field wall. He drops it. The ball's in the picture. He doesn't catch it, and it's right on an ad of a big stop sign. He runs first into it. My favorite.
You guys are gonna
one
see it in
by
a second. I'm
far.
putting it in front of the camera.
It's my favorite one by far. I've sent that. That's like all of my friends from college know of that PowerPoint for a very good reason. Yep, that's it. Literally right on the stop sign.
There's so many embarrassing pictures of Ryan Rayburn just from looking at these slides.
Right? Like, how is it possible? One of the slides, I literally just said, look at his hairline, and I said, wow, that's gross, or something.
That's
Oh
the
my
hairline
God.
one.
Yeah, it's tough. And then I have video evidence of his 2 worst plays of his career.
I'm glad Joe got his 2 worst plays of his career out of the way really quickly.
Oh, don't say that.
It's a Ryan Rayburn play.
2 Ryan Rayburn plays.
For real.
Anyways, until Jeff Hoffman does something,
Oh my
you would
God.
you would be.
I'm watching the Ryan Rayburn play in the video.
The one where he gives up a home run? Yeah.
I thought you were talking about something happened in this game. And I
Well,
saw
that's
Austin
the other
West-
one is the Indians one with the worst throw of all time.
Oh my God! Wait, I thought that was the Royals.
Well, it was against the
Oh.
Royals, but he's on the Indians.
Oh yeah.
Spikes the ball into the ground.
Wasn't that a 1-0 game?
It was close, I know. I don't know if it was 1-0, but I know it was a
Oh,
close
man.
I'm
game.
pretty sure Kluber was pitching.
I'm so mad I can't send that.
The
in
worst
HotMic chat.
throw I have ever seen in my life.
I want everyone to see that.
Rudy says Ryan Rayburn does a massive injustice to all Ryan R's of the world. Of course, Rudy's a Royals fan, so he really is clumped in there.
That's true. You're not doing yourself too much of a service either.
Honestly.
Another pitching change here.
Oh, Manfred, I'm pissed as hell right now with this
Me and
game.
forgetting to change the scoreboard.
The Rays are just
Better do
abusing your system to high
Yeah.
hell.
For real. Why Ryan Rayburn is hot garbage. By Scott.
When the Angels announced Joe Madden, I made an article of just Joe Madden sucks, and it was like 1,000 times. of just Joe Madden sucks.
On
Incredible.
WordPress?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That was, we were talking about that on the hot mic last night. That was wild how that, you guys literally never even really considered anyone else. It was pretty much just
Because
always.
we went through that process the year prior, and Epler got his pick, and he chose stupidly. He did not choose wisely, you know? He chose poorly.
Mhm.
And, so yeah, Osmus was his pick, and that didn't work because why would it? Brad Osmus. And yeah, so Artie Moreno knew who he was going to hire a long time ago. Eric Chavez should be our manager. I'm just going to.
I hope you guys start bunting as much as we do.
I'll hurt you.
We haven't bunted all that much, to be honest. It kind of made me really happy.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I
Well,
thought
I
it
mean,
was
the
gonna
main
be.
difference is that you guys actually have guys who are, like, can hit the ball. Not saying that it's justifiable that we
that
bunt.
is true.
Because we still have guys who are good enough hitters that you shouldn't bunt. But for
Sure.
a traditional
Yeah,
manager,
our lineup 1 through 9.
seeing the bad
much
hitters we have
deeper.
might have inclined them to bunt.
Sure.
But I mean, your manager isn't worth 15 WAR.
Or
So.
not. Yeah, it's true.
Also
He's not
My favorite Twitter interaction ever. Ever.
Hey, I don't think Terry
Terry
Francona is worth
Francona's
15
a
wins.
15 WAR
Delusional.
manager. The greatest Twitter interaction of all time.
to call you delusional for that
She
one.
called Peter delusional for not agreeing that Terry Francona was worth 15 wins.
Man.
Peter goes, "Wow, I didn't know Terry Francona was worth more than prime Barry Bonds." She said delusional.
Of course he is.
Of course. Duh.
How could you not know that, Peter?
You know, every
silly
time
of
Barry
you.
Bonds hit a home run, his manager told him to do that before he went up to bat. He couldn't have done it without the manager.
He couldn't have done it.
They simply, when he got to San Francisco, they simply employed the strategy of hitting more home runs for Barry. That's why he hit more in San Francisco than in Pittsburgh.
It is.
Never thought about doing this before.
Sometimes he gave Barry the choice, though. He was like, hit a home run or walk. And in 2004, that's the only call that he got.
Did you know Charlie Blackmon is not good at the game of baseball?
Breaking news from Jeff Passan. Charlie Blackmon, not good.
Wow. Breaking news, Jeff Passan. Charlie Blackmon sucks. Wow, that's weird.
Anytime Springer swings and makes contact, I swear it's going to be gone. Just the way he swings so aggressively, I love it.
Future
I
Cleveland
want
baseball
Springer
player.
I want Springer to go somewhere where I can like actually root for him.
Yeah, like Cleveland.
Well, no, I said
As
somewhere
if you're
that I
gonna
would root
spend
for him.
We can give him $3
Yeah, that too.
per hour.
Per hour. That's a bit steep for you guys.
It's also illegal.
Are you just gonna?
That is very illegal.
Well, let's see. If you just assume that he's never off the clock and just pay him round the clock all the time.
That's different.
Let's see. I just opened up 4 new tabs because they wouldn't open.
Good.
All right. So we got 24.
It's not going to be a lot of money, Brian.
365 times 3. Yep, he would make $26,000
Per year?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Paul Dolan kind of
baseball
money.
team.
I got under that one. Well.
I always laugh when people on Twitter say like the Angels aren't going to get this guy because they don't spend money. Like, no, shut up. We spend money. It's just we spend it stupidly. Okay.
Yeah,
I've
the
never
Angels don't
understood.
spend
You
money.
literally
it's a weird take to have.
That's a horrible take. It's just false. It's literally just wrong.
Yeah.
You have like 3 or 4 of the biggest contracts there are.
It's like, have you not seen why we've been bad? It's because we spent money.
Rendon, Pujols, and Trout, obviously.
Did Scrub just get hit by a foul ball?
Yes. Well, not just, but yes.
But
A
he
couple
did.
pitches ago.
Okay.
Sounds like a teacher salary.
Oh, they really had to bring up Alcides Escobar. I'm sick.
Who?
The broadcast.
Oh, boo.
Honestly.
They're like the last time AL
Alcides
players hit a
Escobar
leadoff home run.
sucks.
CEO of 285 on base percentage.
CEO of 600 OPS.
He makes Charlie Blackmon look really good at baseball.
Honestly.
Like,
CEO of
The
garbage.
fact that he was the
That
leadoff
is
hitter for a
Alcides Escobar.
World Series championship team, the game may never recover.
Literally,
they
that's
had
the
to juice
reason
baseball
numbers
because of
are
those
down.
damn Royals. That's what happens.
That's the reason views and ratings are down, because the game still has not recovered from the fact that Alcides Escobar was the leadoff hitter on a World Series champion.
That might be the most backwards lineup decision of all time.
It's easily.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be.
Easily.
The fact they had Lorenzo Cain like batting 7th that time and him batting first, sickening.
He literally barely OPS 600 his whole career.
Yeah, that Royal
He was the
team
only
whack.
one of that core that they re-signed.
Like they lead off Alcides
Oh.
Escobar, then they tell Billy Butler to start stealing bases. It's a weird
Billy Butler,
team.
Tigers killer.
Didn't he actually steal a base like in the World Series?
I only remember that because I think he did.
He did, yeah.
Billy Butler's a legend.
Rudy, your whole team was a meh OBP guy.
Except for Lorenzo Cain, yeah. Everyone there
Royals
sucked.
trash.
I don't think Kane's OBP was really that.
In 9 innings 2016, I had Billy Butler as my DH for a couple seasons. I think he probably gave me like 120 homers a year.
Who's Gary Sanchez or
No,
Gary
Gabby
Gabby
Sanchez.
Sanchez?
Gabby
Yeah.
Sanchez. He hits 250 bombs per year minimum for me.
Minimum 250.
Hanley Ramirez in that game was the best player ever in the 9 innings pro. Hanley Ramirez
Gabby
easily. Him
Sanchez,
and Jason Hayward.
his first game for me, I think my team won like 53-0 or something. Gabby Sanchez goes 9 for 10 from the cleanup spot with 9 home runs.
Yeah, it was always Jason Hayward and Hanley Ramirez just destroyed on that game.
Rudy says 2015 Canes OBP was 361.
That's respectable.
Zobrist should have been leading off. That's probably. I mean, any Escobar should have been leading off. So
I think my best player was I had like a 2000 Sean Green, and he was OPSing like 3000. That game is so broken. I literally I think this season I went like the most recent season I played. I think I went 158-3.
I love how all the games you win by like 40, but then you just randomly lose like two
You
games.
lose a game like 3-2, like you all of a sudden just can't hit for a game. It makes no sense. Like every time I don't score within the first 2 innings, I'm like, okay, this is one of those games. It's not happening today.
Yep, every time.
It's an automatic loss. That's hilarious. Yeah, Rudy, because your team wasn't good. The Royals sucked.
Yeah, they were. Let's not just ignore
I
it.
hate that team with a passion. We were the team that was supposed to get the ring. It was supposed to be us, and then this garbage can of a team with a horrible manager and no analytics. Yeah, rings talk. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Can't believe they're
gets
the only
worked
team in
up.
the AL Central that got a ring in the 2010s. I am sick.
It's so depressing. It's so depressing. The only two that have gotten a ring since 2000 are the White Sox and the Royals.
Yeah, well, I guess our last ring is older than the
I hate
People's
both of
Republic
those
of China.
teams so much.
Well, the Twins won in the 90s, so I guess that's
91, yeah.
the Jack Morris.
There has not been an AL West title, the only AL West championship besides the Angels since 1989 was the Astros.
They're not in the AL West. They didn't win a World Series, so the Angels are the only ones. My opinion.
I love how the AL West, like, they all hate each other, but then when it comes to not accepting the Astros as part of a division, they all come together.
Yeah, just not one person is like, yep, no. Never been accepted into the AL West, ever. Never will be. To this day, it still doesn't make sense as to why the Astros were even...
It doesn't make sense that they picked the Astros. It makes sense that every division had 5 teams, but
the Astros didn't make sense.
It will never make sense.
The only reason that they did the Astros was I'm pretty sure it was just because like Texas was already there.
Teams. Yeah, but then that's why they shouldn't, because Texas was already AL West. Why are you going to have the only 2 teams in Texas both be in the same AL West?
Yeah, that's why.
2 LA teams are in separate divisions. The 2 Oakland, San Francisco,
Bay Area, even.
Everyone is different than
I
didn't say I agree with it.
I never understood.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Why it doesn't make sense though is for that same reason.
I never understood how like they basically switched the Brewers and the Astros in terms of AL NL, but they waited 15 years to do the corresponding move after they moved the Brewers to the National League.
Yes.
To this day, I still
Brewers
think,
were
Arizona or Colorado should probably be in the AL West, and that Houston should probably be in the NL West or Texas.
Like, I want to say the Brewers moved in '98, I think, to make it 16-14, and then they waited until 12 or 13 to move the Astros to the AL. So just for those 15 years, there were just 16
moved here, by the way. The Astros are the only team in the AL West that the Angels don't have an above 500 record against since they moved here. Everyone else we have destroyed this entire decade. Which is always one of those weird things because all those teams have been division winners and whatnot, and the Angels haven't been, but we've been better than them every year, basically.
That's super weird. So it's the out of division games clearly that are losing you.
It's we lose to the teams like the Royals and Baltimore. Those bad teams that everyone else beats up on. Those every time.
Yep.
Yeah, we lose to the Royals always. So
like we used to kick Detroit's ass when you guys were good all the time, except for the Verlander Weaver game. Outside of that, like series, we dumpstered on you guys. Like it was fun.
Imagine that
true.
dumpstering on the Tigers.
I mean, yeah. All right, it was all about that. Yeah, more than anybody ever.
Cleveland dumpstered on us all the time too. I hate Cleveland. Shout out Irvin Santana.
I still cannot believe he threw a no-hitter. It's just
I loved Irvin.
I used to really dislike Irvin. And
Hey
I
guys,
remember-
he follows me on Twitter, guys.
Oh, you and 600,000.
Wow.
Does Jose Bautista follow you too?
Does Jason Grilly follow you?
Jason Grilly, Tigers legend.
Angels legend.
If Jason
Tigers
Grilly doesn't follow you, I don't want to hear it.
Angels legend.
Tigers.
Angels icon.
No, he is the Tigers.
I
Jason
forgot that.
Grilly will always be a Tigers legend.
I forgot that Grilly was on the Angels. Jeez.
Yeah, exactly. No one forgets that Jason Grilly was a Tiger.
I forgot that Jason Grilly was a Tiger.
Well, no one here forgets. Longest tenured team of his career, Detroit Tigers. See ya. He's ours.
I remember him mostly from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I remember his Pittsburgh.
So
game.
Pittsburgh also. So Pittsburgh 4 years, Detroit 4 years,
Who was he
Colorado.
better on?
Definitely Pittsburgh by a pretty healthy margin.
Yeah.
Well, that was the All-Star
Okay.
year, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good
I
pitch.
think we got him after his time in Boston, maybe? I don't remember when we got.
So if you take out his first year with Detroit, no, he would still be better in Pittsburgh for sure. Well, I didn't realize he bounced. Well, I mean, I knew, but I didn't know. I guess he bounced around so much after LA,
Yeah.
Atlanta, Toronto, Texas,
Who we talking
the
about?
White Sox.
Jason Grilly.
Ah, the man.
Tigers led. This year with us, his age 31 season in 60 games, he had a 3
Oh
ERA.
my God, that was a horrible call.
I just watched a guy swing and miss at a pitch, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Me too. I also
I just saw the 0-1.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
What the?
Late.
There's a 1-2 count for me currently.
Well, what
Man, this
happened
guy's
to me?
living in the future.
Wait,
Wait,
what battery?
Christian,
is
what?
on where it's a 1-2?
I just got a
Yeah,
hit
what,
to left
Christian?
field.
That count was never 1-2.
Beginning. I don't know how many outs.
Zunino just singled.
Oh, I am on the Adamas at bat.
Oh my god!
Goodness.
Again,
Yeah,
my
like I said, I have
TV
not
that's
been
ages
trying to-
behind is ahead of you.
I fast forwarded right now, and Zunino did indeed just single. Foolish baseball. What was that?
I'm glad that you could confirm that for us.
He tweeted, "I hacked Twitter so nobody else could get on TBS."
That's funny.
That's funny.
We need to
You
get
know,
on
Foolish
TBS saying
Baseball
Charlie Black
follows me
sucks.
now on Twitter.
That's dope. Foolish baseball. That's in. He's
Top
awesome.
1 baseball follow.
Awesome.
Top 1.
It's crazy how MLB YouTube supports the hell out of him. Like they're always commenting on his channels and whatnot. And here they are on Twitter and Instagram making everyone's lives hell.
Yeah. And he's like literally the only baseball YouTuber that actually has good baseball digs.
Yeah.
Right. Even then, sometimes every now and then he's a little boomerish, but he's amazing.
I mean,
Giraffe neck, Mark, the
Giraffe
clips
neck
I see
is
of him
like
on
the
Twitter are the
worst.
funniest things ever. Like where
Dude.
When he was picking the playoff matchups and said that you could argue the Padres are a better team than the Dodgers.
No, the worst one will always be the preseason where he was like, the Mets, of course. And he was like not being a homer. Like he was like, no, for real, the Mets are winning it. This is why.
Mets, what should be the best team? If they still had Syndergaard, they're the best team in the NL East, in my opinion.
I don't agree with that.
Cow.
I don't think they would have. They obviously wouldn't have been as bad if they had Syndergaard, but
they're not better than the Marlins.
They also
Sorry,
lost Stroman, so
not better than the Marlins.
They still had DeGrom, Stroman,
take-
and Syndergaard. That's a much better team.
Marlins
A lot
better.
of weeping going on in this stream.
Marlins,
Marlins.
not undefeated anymore.
Bad.
Just remember.
I know, it's sad. I was
Yeah.
pretty upset.
I'll
too,
never
actually.
forgive this playoff format for ending that streak.
I know. I'm upset at the 16-team playoff for the sheer reason that it ruined my favorite stat in sports history.
But I mean, I would have wished that ended in the '97 World Series. So I don't care that.
well,
much.
sure, yeah.
Honestly, not that like any like heartbreaking moment for the Indians that happened before I was born. I don't really care that much about.
That makes
like, if
sense because I feel like
White Sox fans always. Go ahead.
Like, because if we had won 6 years before I was born, and then I just had all the pain that happened since I've been born anyway, like that wouldn't make me feel any better.
Right.
no, I feel you.
The Tigers haven't really. We're either like incredibly good or completely irrelevant in the eyes of like the general public. So historically, there's really no like heartbreaking Tigers moment. At least like before I was born. I mean, like obviously,
I was
2013.
gonna say.
Right. No. But pre 1998, there was really no like devastating Tigers playoff loss. Like it's
Yikes! That was
really never.
ugly.
That was a
Yeah,
good
but the
pitch,
way
though.
the
The
way
Eagles don't necessarily have a heart.
Well, the only thing I think of for heartbreak is '86, the Dave Henderson.
Well, yeah,
That man broke his own heart, so
yeah, clearly.
and everything else in him.
Yeah.
Well, okay, and
Broke a lot.
the Angels ones come less from the Angels ones. Like they have plenty, they're just not baseball related.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
fair.
that pain I keep separately
Yeah,
because
I mean,
no franchise has suffered like that, like we have these
Yes.
last 10 years.
Oh, well, yeah.
well, honestly, maybe ever.
who are we talking about?
Angels.
The last 10 years?
Yeah.
Just because like I was saying how like because Christian was saying like we don't necessarily have heartbreak, and I was like, well, we do. It's just not baseball related.
I would say, like,
Yeah.
I think everybody thinks that, unless your team is wildly successful, that their own team suffers the most. But it's hard for me to think that there's, like, a worse medium of optimal pain than the one that the Indians live in. Where we're not, like, a perennial contender like the Dodgers, where you can lose in the playoffs and know that you're going to be right back there next year. But at the same time, we get
Sure.
there enough so that we can have our hearts broken every time.
Sure.
That was the that was the 2000s Angels, really. It's great, but I don't get to celebrate 2002 like that.
Neither do I. I was 4.
Yeah, I was 3, so yeah. And yeah, 2010s has just been pain. More
Yeah,
more
'cause-
deaths than playoff games. Like it's
Yep.
Yeah.
wild.
Mick says get in line in all caps. Yeah, I think he could probably.
That's true. But at least I don't know.
Yeah, but again,
you have
like
a
complete
pain of being
irrelevancy
bad.
isn't as bad.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
as a Cleveland
Uh,
Browns fan, I can attest to both sides of that. Like it's not as bad.
Sure.
The pain I've gone through as an Indian fan is worse.
I would probably think that that's the case because
I think as an Angels fan, it's just we have the expectations every year making the playoffs, and we don't. No other team has that expectations when you haven't made the playoffs in 10 years.
Well, actually, then
And
that point on the Mariners, like they might not be that good, but until recently, they have been trying to compete every single year and just don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, but
Yeah, like the one year when they won 89 games.
And it's not even that you think that they
Let's
should, but their
look at them.
organization at least seems to think so, and they've tried to literally every year since 2001 until
They were-
very recently.
They were very poorly run before DeVoto got there,
Yeah.
for sure.
Shout out Jack Cerez. I don't
But
know how to
Mike
say his name.
Scioscia and Jerry DeVoto got a fight about that ended their relationship because the Angels were good during DeVoto's tenure, and like they just got in one fight that ruined
What
everything.
inning is it now? I keep forgetting to change this.
6 now.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess
Should
it's
be anyways.
the 6th, top of the 6th.
It is the top of 6.
We're one inning away from seeing that glorious 7.
The worst 7 ever.
Your team has never won had a news story about a clubhouse dildo. Well, we did have the player who had the story about the clubhouse dildo.
True.
2 literally reported a player is missing. Well, the Angels have had 2 dead players, so I think that probably trumps that.
Yeah, I think that's
4.
probably worse
4 dead players
in the
Thank
decade. Well,
3 have a Revolutionary
not.
War veteran enter their clubhouse.
hard
Well, I know who you're
technically,
talking
yeah.
about,
I was gonna-
Peyton, but I think the Indians probably had that the last time they won the World Series. By some players who were vets.
Facts.
I thought you were
Yeah,
talking about,
hey, Hank Greenberg has a ring, so we.
I thought you were talking about Oliver Perez.
Oh, okay.
Oliver Perez, man, jeez. It just, I don't know, I thought it was going back to commercials. Confused.
Also, I don't want to hear any crying from Mets fans because a man who's worth $14 billion is about to buy every free agent.
Yeah, you guys don't get to complain anymore, and you've been to the World Series, so your pain is fake. Fake news.
Well, no, I mean, I have some sympathy for the way their World Series went. Not as bad as ours, but it's close.
It's true. It was a very unfortunate World Series. They
It's
just
the most
forgot how to
painful way to lose in 5 games, that's for sure.
lose in the
Yeah.
ninth inning every single game.
Yeah.
Every game. Literally every game.
Shout out Daniel Murphy and Luis Familia.
And Alex Gordon.
What? Luis Familia's bomb giving up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the bottom of the 6, man. I'm really slacking on this.
Sheesh. What was Bradley chirping about there?
I don't know.
Peyton, that's a reasonable take because that would be a Mets thing to do. But all of the reports I've heard is that Cohen's like going all in on analytics.
Yeah, he yeah. And also, everyone that got furloughed by the Mets by Will Pone, he's gonna pay them back pay. Like that was a
Yep.
promise that he made already. Which
Yep.
is just
He's gonna give
Christ.
him like what, $250 a week?
maybe something like that for every week that they missed or whatever from the season.
No, I think it's like from now until like I think
maybe
it's like from now until April or something like that.
I couldn't tell you.
For like all like the part-time game day staff basically.
What are the odds you guys have of the Rays tying this game?
Of tying,
Higher than the odds that I have of the Astros winning the series.
I
so
think
I'll
would have to agree with
Well,
that.
that should be
go like 30%.
tying. Ooh.
Really? It's a 1-run game.
Yeah, I'd probably go
Yeah, I
higher.
agree.
Especially with the Astros bullpen has been depleted every game now, and their bullpen's not deep at all. I think Rays are so well positioned right now because they're the only team in baseball that have 30,000 relievers that are all really good.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm just
Oh, off the glove.
he's
Not
gonna get
ideal.
hosed. He's gonna get hosed. Oh, I think he gets
what
a
a-
tag. Oh,
Is that a
oh,
Rosareno? Is that a Rosareno in left?
oh,
Yeah.
Randy.
Randy is left.
Randy's
sir!
left, absolutely. Oh, I
That was a
love it.
bad. That looked like a bad tag to me. I don't know if he got it.
No, I think he missed his foot. I mean, Altuve's coming off, but
That was
I
like a
thought he
bad
got it.
tag.
I saw that too. I don't think he got the front foot. I think they challenged.
The GOAT. The GOAT.
What a throw!
That was a bad send. Like as soon as it happened, though, for
Yeah, I don't
Altuve, I
understand
didn't
that.
get that at all. Oh,
Oh, it hit off the bag. That's what happened.
Oh, we never touched his glove.
oh no, he got him. He got him.
Oh,
Yeah.
he got him in the way. That was a bad
It was a
slide,
bad
though.
tag.
It was a bad tag and a bad slide.
Definitely a bad
Slide,
tag.
yeah.
Oh, so Evan's
Wow,
asking.
Randy Rosareno can do no wrong.
Evan asks over the next decade who's going to win the most championships.
Ooh.
Interesting. Well, the Nashville baseball team maybe because they're going to be run by Dombrowski.
The what?
The Nashville baseball team.
I think it's gonna be the Dodgers.
I mean, the Dodgers
GM,
are the easy
so.
pick. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
definitely the most reasonable.
I'll go bold. I'll say the Padres.
Who won the most this decade? Giants.
The Red
Giants.
Sox,
Giants?
the Giants, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
both had 3, Red Sox.
Yeah. So really, you don't really think about the whole decade here. You just think about a team that can go on a run.
Who won the most in the 2000s?
I think the Red Sox with 2.
The Yankees technically would have 2 then.
No.
right?
Oh yeah,
2000 doesn't count.
2000.
Was it?
Yeah, it does. 2000 to 2009. That's the
2009, yeah.
decade.
The decade's
Isn't
2001.
it 2001 to
on,
2010?
2001
No,
to
2000.
2010.
It's
I don't care. I
2000.
don't care if it actually is. I hate that that's a thing, so I'm not going to do it.
But like,
I mean,
although
that,
that would make Boston tied for both decades then.
right, yeah. And then, yeah, it's really like, I mean, of the modern era of baseball, there really has never been a decade that's been, I mean, like the 90s, then like
90s
the Blue,
for Yankees.
well, the
yeah.
all Yankees, I guess. That's like, what, 4, 5?
Yeah, 4.
Okay, so I'm going to
Or-
be bold here, and I'm going to
That's-
say the Rays, because I think they will be under either new ownership or in a different city at
Okay.
some point in this decade.
Okay.
Interesting.
I don't know if
I
the Rays
honestly,
are ever going to be able to have fans again in their stadium with Florida, so you never know.
Honestly, the Braves is not a bad pick.
It's really not. They're pitching like
That
they're young,
team
good
is so
team.
young. They're only a couple.
And
away
the
from
fact that they
being
have their core locked up like they do.
Yeah, the fact
Right,
that
that's my-
Ozzie and
That's the
Yeah.
most frustrating
Pinero
thing about
stupid.
them is that they're still cheap and won't spend money to like make themselves actually like the best team in baseball.
Because they can,
even though
because
they
they
have
can
their
just skimp
core
on.
guys
Oh,
locked
we're
up for
paying
cheap.
Acuna nothing.
Yeah, it's my problem with that is there really hasn't been a free agent class that's been good lately. Like Machado and Harper was good, but like outside of them, that class got a lot thinner.
They should pull out the
This
pocketbook
season.
this
God,
I
offseason,
wanted-
the Braves for sure.
Next season is going to be like is just a big one with
As
five.
much,
I think
shortstops.
as
I
much as
think
I want
everyone's
Dansby
going-
to be a guy, I want the Braves to go out and get like a Trevor Story.
Hey Scott, you ready?
that'd be nasty.
Inning
For
change.
what? Yeah. Oh no, not
Oh
the
my
7.
god, it's so bad.
Dude, literally just take the 2 and put it upside down. It's the same thing. It's horrible. It is the worst. It's
looks
so
like a
bad,
seahorse.
bro. Look at it. It's terrible. It's
Let me see
so
this.
bad. Literally, I'm not even kidding you. You could flip it upside down and it could be the second inning.
It's not as cursed.
It's so bad, bro.
It looks like someone tried to make a dragon there.
I'm telling you, it looks
at
like
the
a
end of
seahorse.
It does look like a seahorse.
it. Did we make this? Like, are we slandering Izzy or someone
No,
who
no,
made
no,
this?
no.
Or is
We, I don't.
font?
I'm,
It's a font.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure we did not make this.
It's just
Evan
a
says,
font.
"What if the Orioles get real good in 2023?"
I mean, they
It's
stole all
not-
of Houston's front office.
I
Adley
know, it's
Rutschman's
not.
the real deal.
It's
They
not
have a good bond.
unrealistic.
I think it's going to take longer than 2023.
I would say so too, but
going to be around for a little bit longer.
How about the Mariners?
No.
See, I think the Mariners will win one, but I don't think they'll have the most.
In that decade.
Yeah, I don't
You think
think
the
they'll
Mariners are
overtake.
winning in the 20s?
I think they win one this decade.
They have a good. Randy's up. Everybody
Babe,
be
wake
quiet.
up. Randy Rosarena's up.
Babe,
Wake up. Randy Rosarino's up.
be quiet. Randy Rosarena's up.
Honestly, Peyton, you could hype up the Blue Jays too. I don't know why you would ask us to not hype up an ALS team. The Blue Jays have a great future.
If Randy ties this, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Describe what I'm gonna do. Probably
I
illegal.
don't.
Mariners
I don't know
will
what I'm gonna
three-peat
do.
2025 to 2027. That's a weird window to pick.
Yeah, especially because that's when the
Oh, he had a pitch.
That's when the Indians will have their next set of Caribbean All-Stars and really good pitchers.
Evan says the Yankees are going on a Cubs level drought.
I
See you guys in 108 years.
That'd be awesome.
hope the Angels make the World Series before the Yankees do. Like, that would just make me so happy.
Randy.
That would be very cool.
Guys, 3-1 count to Randy. This is the pitch.
You walk him here, right? You don't throw.
Oh,
it
you absolutely.
You either
walk
walk him or you throw like a
it's just down and in.
yeah. You definitely don't throw him a fastball here. That's definitely.
Oh, that was way
Yeah,
too good of
yeah.
a pitch to throw him right there.
It was still off speed though, which is why
But like,
you definitely didn't throw him a fastball there. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
I mean-
you just don't throw the 3-1 fastball into a guy that's just who's headhunting those fastballs right now. Like,
I mean, honestly, you shouldn't even throw him a strike there.
no, I think it's fine to throw him
I
a
don't
strike.
mind throwing him a low changeup like that.
Like,
Just
he's not
any
Mike Trout. He's on
fast-
fire right now, but he's on fire with the against
Oh!
the fastballs, really.
yeah, it really. I
Christian.
mean, he did homer on the slider yesterday.
Evan
but
wants to know your
do be
thoughts on the
fastball.
White Sox 4-7 championships in the next decade.
Yeah, no.
I
They have a cheap
if that happened, I would not survive to 2030. Let me just say that.
I don't think I would either, to be honest.
I definitely wouldn't.
Peter and I would go into
Their
hiding after the
best
second.
chance of a World Series in this decade was this season.
Wow.
Quote me.
Wow. The White Sox slander is plentiful.
White Sox World Series
I
will be the end of Scott's mentions.
Because when their
Dude,
brain,
Lynn,
when all
Christian
their
and I
players are
both.
developed,
I
when
would
all their
not
players are
survive in
developed,
DD.
Detroit's players are going to be developed, and Detroit has just a better core
Damn
coming
right.
up than
Damn right.
White Sox will.
I would not survive in DD very long.
Dude, Christian and I's Twitter mentions if the White Sox win a ring, like my Twitter app would break.
I want nothing more than that tweet about the 2023 ALDS that Scott tweeted to come true perfectly.
What was it?
It was like
Luis-
it was like Casey
No,
Nye
so-
striking out
so-
Luis Robert to end the 2023 ALDS.
No, it was somebody tweeted Robert in the preseason taking batting practice, and it was like the future's bright in the
Oh.
South. Oh, don't swing at that, Randy. And so I quote tweeted, and I think I said 0 for 13 with 7 Ks against Mize Manning and Scooball in the 2023 ALDS, and it really blew up. And that was the tweet that started the White Sox Twitter hating me. Tweet that started. I got in a fight with some dude that was like, he was like, oh, the Tigers haven't won since '84, and I was like, that's crazy because you haven't made the playoffs since I was in diapers. So that's wild, or something like that.
You're in diapers in 08?
Yeah, I said something like that. It was super. That was the first night that started my White Sox Twitter feud.
People forget
Love
that
that
like
for
that like that. It's such a hilarious thing to get mad at. Like, you're not even insinuating that they necessarily lose that series.
Yeah, literally.
You're also saying that they're in the
Luis
playoffs. Like,
Robert yeah, for sure.
I'm pretty sure in the
Literally.
2017 ALDS, Aaron Judge went like 2 for 21 or something, and they won the series.
Yeah, he was still in that very big old slump of his.
People just got so mad at me for saying that Robert would go hitless with 7 Ks in the series.
I agree.
White Sox versus Angels, ALCS. Angels get swept. How do you react?
We'd get swept in the ALDS. Thank you very
Poorly.
much.
Poorly. Man, he's got that slider working. He has thrown that slider that like starts down the middle and breaks way out of the zone to the right for like every single lefty he's faced.
Oh yeah, I mean he should.
Yeah, the thing's nasty. You just don't want to get you don't want to get too predictable out there.
It's true.
Yes, sir, Coach Scott.
I was gonna say I sound like my high school coach there.
Oh man, I wish Randy had tied it.
I know.
George Springer is 1 home run away from tying the Rockies in postseason home runs.
Does that mean he has more than
Blackmon
Charlie Blackmon?
Sucks.
Oh man.
He's also tying Matt Holliday for amount of times touching home plate coming up here soon.
What is that?
He's
a solid
zero.
one.
He's 0. Because he never touched home.
Never doing one with you guys again. What? I'm just curious what Charlie did in the 2 times that we did make the playoffs because everybody was so bad. All right, 2017 wild card. Charlie 0 for 5. 0 for 4 with an RBI, sorry. 5 plate appearances.
Sack fly, baby.
Yep. 20 in wild card game versus the Cubs. 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored.
The only run scored in that
28
game, right?
No, it was 2-1.
Oh, you're right. Kyle
2-1.
Freeland, the man.
Because
that game.
so that game infuriated me because it was like the 7th inning it was like the 7th or the 8th inning, and I'm pretty sure the game was already tied by that point, and we made a couple double switches, and Arenado and Blackmon were both out of the game, I think.
That's
brutal.
that big brain Rockies move. Bridich was calling that
Big
in
brain.
from the booth.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was ridiculous. I know for a fact
I'm pretty sure
Blackmon
the
was
Cubs
out.
did it too.
Yeah, because Rizzo was out too.
Stuck like Rizzo.
Yep, because Rizzo was out of that game too, and it just infuriated me on both ends. What is that on my screen?
Evan says the Rockies are going to sign and trade for Jason Vargas and Evan Longoria this offseason and call it the best of all time.
I mean, theoretically, if we signed anybody that had like a 0 WAR for a season, it would be a bigger contribution than we got from any free agent this year.
Any free agent since 2013. You have not
Yeah,
had one
British
player
big
have
brain.
a positive WAR since 2013.
Yeah,
I know.
It's been a rough go for the Rockies free
I
agents.
remember watching the
classes.
Rockies in that, like, I think it was the 2018 playoffs, and I was like, man, after Blackmon, Story, and Arenado, like, their lineup isn't very good. And it was just such a frustrating thing to watch because they'd have 3 chances of scoring, and then the rest of their lineup was horrible. And I was like, I don't know how people watch this for 162 games. And then I realized I root for the Cleveland Indians. And that was exactly what I had to watch for 162 games.
Yeah, tell me about it. So we would have Charlie lead off, DJ would hit second, and then Arenado would hit third, and then Story would hit fourth. There's some combination of those, and then like the ghost of Carlos Gonzalez would hit fifth. Sometimes.
And like Dahl was solid, but like outside of that,
yeah, Dahl was pretty good while he played. But then also like we had to resort to signing Matt Holliday again, who truthfully he didn't do that bad. It was weird, but. Like, the fact that we had to resort to signing Matt Holliday at, like, 38 years old to try to improve our offense...
Yeah, that's rough.
...is, like, the same thing as us signing Matt Kemp this year.
We signed, what's his name, Hanley, to try to do that same thing in 2019. Wait, was that 2019? I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Man. Oh, here's the man. Traded for Jake Bowers.
Traded for Jake Bowers.
Matt Holliday in 2018 in 25 games with the Rockies had a 283 batting average, a 415 on base percentage, and a 434 slugging. OPS 849. Hit 2 homers.
There you go.
Nice.
And like again, it's not like he was bad, but the fact that we had to resort to that was just amazing to me.
All right, come on, Yandy.
Nice pitch. That was a great pitch.
Oh my God, Altuve!
Oh, Altuve, the yips, the yipster.
No way he made another throw. Bad
Man,
throw.
I saw that right after you. Yeah, I
This one
thought
It's not a good.
I
throw.
thought he missed the throw based on the way you guys reacted.
No, but it was a brutal
All
throw.
right. Speed run to my room to get my charger for my laptop.
That would be bad if it
It died, yeah.
That would be really bad.
died.
All right, 2018 Rockies offensive stats. Chris Neto had a 730 OPS. Ian Desmond had a 729. You had a 749.
Man, Rocky's DJ was the man. I mean, I know like he's good in New York and stuff, but Rocky's DJ was the man.
DJ brought me a lot of really great moments.
Man.
One of the weirdest. So there was 2 times. My mom always hates how negative I am about the Rockies because, like, I have to be. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be disappointed. But typically we would be the team to blow leads, not the team to make comebacks. So we had just blown a late lead in San Fran, it was like I think we just had like one bad inning in like the 5th inning or whatever, and like they're down like 3-2 or whatever, and I'm like, it's like the game's progressing on, and then it gets to like the 7th or the 8th, and I'm like, nope, like this one's not gonna happen. And my mom's like, just one time, like you just need to believe that they're gonna do something, like because like one of these times it's bound to happen. I was like, yeah, but it's not gonna be tonight. Sure enough, DJ LeMahieu comes up with 1 out in the 9th inning and a runner on first base and deposits one 16 rows deep into left field. And my mom just looked at me and walked out of the room. I was like, okay. And then in
The moms will get you.
we're playing Arizona. And again, we're down 1, bottom of the 9th, 1 out. And Yoshi Hirano comes into the game to close out. Yoshi comes into the game to close it out for Arizona. And that one I actually had a good feeling about. The problem was I was sick. So I was in the bathroom. And I'm streaming the game in the bathroom. And I couldn't. I was busy. So DJ hits a walk-off while I'm streaming in there, and I'm just sitting there like just in the bathroom in my dorm building. I'm just like going crazy as much as I possibly can.
He said I was busy.
I feel like you don't want me to go more into detail on that.
Oh,
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Mariners legend, Yoshi. Yoshi, the Mariners legend. Here's another random Rays reliever no one's heard of that probably throws 100 with a 1.5 ERA.
Did you see that they DFA'd Oliver Drake?
I did not.
No.
I'm pretty sure I saw that today or yesterday.
Stream just shuts off. No, I plugged in my laptop, Peyton. We're chilling.
Yeah, they tried to option him back to the alternative training site, and he basically said no, and he elected free agency.
Oh.
Ayo.
So Oliver Drake
Brandon Lau is a dog.
Brandon Lau is a dog. He's a dog.
Oliver Drake being a free agent is kind of interesting to me because it's like just one of those guys where, okay, he was basically trashed until he got to Tampa, and then Tampa turned him into a dude, and then he was he's pretty bad this year. But like, you think anybody's going to be now that he had his bad year, and now the Tampa doesn't want him anymore?
Correa, that was 104 off the bat with a 610 expected batting average.
Nice.
All right, who's up?
Tucker.
Yeah, Kyle Tucker. Should be Tigers legend, but Alavila sucks at his job.
What, like, you guys were supposed to draft him?
No, it was supposed to be Tucker for JV straight up, and the Astros backed out. So instead of him going, okay, well, I know what value he's worth, and I'm just going to go somewhere else and get equivalent value, he said, no, then I still just want to trade with the Astros so bad for some reason, and I'm just going to lower my asking price by half, and then just trade him anyway.
Who did they end up getting?
So it was JV for Franklin Perez, who has pitched 8 professional innings since acquiring him in 2017 because he's hurt all the time. And he was the prized possession of the trade because he was a top 50 prospect in baseball when we got him. And he's, like I said, literally pitched 8 professional innings in 3 years because he's hurt all the time. Then Jake Rogers, who I think we all at this point know my displeasure with him. He could not hit water if he fell out of a boat.
Oh!
Oh, he's in there.
That is not ideal.
Well, yeah. And then
That's
we
exactly
got...
what I thought was going to happen on that last play like that.
Yeah.
And then we got Daz Cameron, who also cannot hit to save his life. So
effectively, in 2 years, the Astros got Garrett Cole and Justin Verlander for Daz Cameron and Colin Moran. And Joe Musgrove.
basically.
Oh, wait, that's not
It's
even
so
that bad
sad
of a trade
because-
for the Pirates, to be honest.
Cole for Musgrove and Moran?
Yeah, it's horrible, but he also wasn't as good on the Pirates, and I would have to think he was, he was 2 years away from free agency?
Yeah, I guess,
Yeah.
but like...
Okay, bottom line is, these is the same guy who traded, Glasnow, Meadows, and Boz
sure.
for Chris Archer. I just assumed it was worse. And it's also better than what the Tigers got for Verlander.
Yes.
Muted.
It's so sad because
that trade-
if Franklin
Speaking
Perez
of
was
negative-
healthy, that
You know he's really going to be a
So
star
that
for
Garrett-
the Tigers? Doel Lugo.
I hate you.
I'm telling you, he's a breakout candidate for next year.
He's probably
I love that 2 of the 3 Angels prospects we sent to Detroit for Justin Upton retired.
that trade was always a pure salary dump. That was never about the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, the issue... And, like, people say that was a bad trade, even though we got Upton for nothing. The issue wasn't the trade. The issue was extending him for 5 years.
Yeah,
I like
I don't like 5 years. Because at the time...
he was under 30. He was like 29 at the time, I think.
Did we not have Adele and Marsh at the time, though?
Well, 2017, so they weren't like as high valued.
That's true.
For 2018, yeah, no,
Still-
they weren't as high valued. And realistically, if Upton is Upton and not what Upton became, you trade one of Brandon Marsh or Joe Adele.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still think it's a very realistic possibility of happening anyway.
Even in hindsight, like I probably would have... I would have rather given him 4 or at least less AAV.
Yeah, I don't like that it's backloaded either. My
I
biggest
didn't
gripe
either.
about it is, or like why I like it is the Angels needed a left fielder. I mean, look
No,
what
they
we
did.
have had. We haven't had
definitely
a
did.
consistent left fielder since Garrett Anderson, like because Hamilton wasn't anything. So we've had David Murphy and David DeJesus.
Hey, David
Shout out
Murphy's the
David
man.
Murphy.
David.
Shout out
Jesus.
David Murphy.
Cleveland baseball
a whole
legend
bunch of
David
stuff.
Murphy.
Yeah, and I used to love watching David Murphy play for the Rangers. He was like one of the only Rangers I liked.
David Murphy.
Final out of the
lengthy,
20
scrawny
Series.
mofo.
Huh?
He was the final out of the 2012 World Series, right?
Yep. Blew out to left field
What?
on Craig.
2011.
Or 2011, yes.
I was like, Miguel Cabrera was the final out of the 2012 World
Yeah, no,
Series.
I said 2011 the first time I asked him, and randomly said 2012.
Imagine the final out of your World Series loss not being Michael Martinez.
They're walking Josh Reddick.
Miguel Cabrera looking on a slider right down the middle. We'd love to see it.
No, it was a fastball.
Josh Reddick is trash.
Sergio
Why are they
Romo.
walking?
It was a fastball.
That's all I care about. All I care is that it was Sergio Romo, who sucks. Oh, off the face.
Not a good pitch. It was not a very good pitch.
I don't understand intentionally walking the Astros' worst hitter to face Martin Maldonado.
Oh, I
He's
thought that
been
was a foul
absolutely
ball.
genuine.
Just went off the catcher's helmet.
It was, wasn't it?
I thought it was a foul ball.
When they showed the replay, it looked like he just whiffed.
Yeah, it was a foul ball.
Maybe I'm looking at something else.
Yeah, I just saw that replay. It does
Looking at
look
a
like
different replay.
My internet just like dumped on me. So like my stream just stopped.
I hope Randy comes up in the man on down one.
That'd be
Well, they could lose then if that happens.
Yeah,
but
but
Also
they won't
could
because
have
Randy will hit a home run.
It's
So
true. It's possible. They could
it's
happen.
literally impossible actually for them to lose. So you're wrong. It's a guaranteed Rays win if that situation arises.
I mean, it's not. The chances of that aren't that low. I don't know the lineup.
He K'd in, so he probably will come up again in the ninth, assuming they don't just get mowed down here down the game.
All right, say goodbye.
Oh, get the 7 off the screen! I've been
say
waiting,
goodbye to
bro.
the 7.
Jeez, I've just been waiting and
Yeah, I'm gonna
waiting.
leave it up until the commercial breaks over, just for Scott.
Oh, brutal. Absolutely brutal.
I'm just trying to get my stream back. The internet just got really.
All right, who's everyone's favorite player on the other people in the streams
Ooh, okay,
team?
I'll go first.
I don't even know.
No,
I
I know
don't
what
even
you
know
mean.
if I said. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I get what you're saying.
So I'll go Rockies, Trevor Story.
You can do all time too. It doesn't have to be current.
Okay, well then Larry Walker for the Rockies, but I'll still say Trevor Story.
Sure.
For the Tigers,
Because like I'm not gonna make you guys pick a current favorite Tiger. Like that team, no one on that team is gonna be in the majors in 3
Casey
years.
Mize
so-
for the Tigers.
Yeah, I would honestly all time is better because
Okay,
like I
all
said,
time-
it's literally a joke for you
All
to pick a
time for the
favorite current
Tigers,
Tiger.
man. Ryan Rayburn.
I hate you.
I mean, the Angels. It has to be Trout. If I can't say Trout, well then I just say Ohtani. So yeah, one of those two.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go.
Brian. I don't even know if Brian's here. His internet's very much.
Really not good. I'll go then.
All right,
For
go.
the Rockies, it's Herman Marquez. It's not close either.
Easy.
We'll probably go with like Max Scherzer on the Tigers because he's one of my all-time favorite pitchers ever to watch. Cleveland, absolutely Grady Sizemore.
Hell
Without
yeah.
a doubt.
Who did you say for the Rockies again?
Herman Marquez.
Okay, of course, yeah. For the
Yeah.
Tigers, Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
For now.
The Tigers, I'll say. For the Tigers, Placido Polanco.
That's a great pull.
It would be between Placido and B for me.
Yeah, Miggy's. Yeah, for sure. Placido, still to this day, Placido Polanco holds the all-time record for consecutive games at second base without committing an error. And he did that in a Tigers uniform. It was almost his whole Tigers tenure is with the streak. It was like he made an error right like at the beginning of his Tigers career, and then the next error was like toward the end of his Tigers career.
For the Indians, I would definitely have to go.
Beep boop bop.
Pow.
It's awful right now.
Yeah, you're hawking real bad.
Real bad.
Real bad.
So Scott, go ahead with your favorite players. Is it
Indians is hard. I can't. I don't even know if I can do that off the dome. That's tough because it's definitely
Ryan
not
Rayburn
Brady
played for us
Sizemore.
also.
Yeah.
That is an option.
Angels. My favorite Angel ever. Like, it's really hard for me not to pick Vlad. Like, Vlad's one of my favorite baseball players ever.
my favorite Angels ever?
But I also love Jim Edmonds.
Ooh, loved me some Edmonds.
It's definitely one of those two. I would honestly, I would probably leave Edmund. I would lean Oh, B-Man 416 Troy.
No way.
No way.
Yes, sir.
Praise tie it.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
4-1. Boy, baby.
Woo!
All right, a proper boom
Oh,
sauce graphic.
yes.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joy.
Instead of 19% chance of them.
The Rays. I live for the Rays handshakes at the top
They're
step of the
so
dugout,
great.
man.
Oh, guess the expected batting average. 1,000, baby.
Oh yeah. Love that.
109 off the bat, 27 launch angle. Woo-wee!
I don't understand the article. They're a boring team to watch. How are they boring? This is
That's
the
stupid.
funnest.
Yeah, what a
This
horrible
has been
take
one of the
that
funnest
was.
fucking series.
That's
we
one of
have
the
had.
worst takes. Boom sauce, baby. Damn right, Peyton. Look at the bat flip. That's an elite bat flip by G-Man.
Bro, these handshakes, this is one of the funnest teams I've ever seen, man.
Ever. I love this.
Look at G-Man. How can he not be your favorite player ever? How can you not love G-Man Choi? That thing was cranked. 450 projected distance on that, baby.
And also, like, that Brasso homer, like, that's one of the most electric things I've ever seen.
Oh,
a non-walk-off
that's
homer.
Oakland University. Michigan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. OU grad.
I didn't know they were a big baseball school.
They're not. They're horrible.
I
They're
was
a
gonna say, I didn't think so.
huge. They're a huge basketball school. Actually, they make the tournament relatively often.
They're downtown, right? Detroit?
No, that's Detroit Mercy is downtown.
Oh, okay.
So Oakland County is like the rich suburbs of Detroit. So Oakland University's in there. It's about half an hour away from downtown.
Gotcha.
Really good basketball school. Not a good baseball school at all. Actually, a terrible baseball school. Their team sucks. And this dude played for them for 4 years, went undrafted, and now is hitting walk-offs in the playoffs. It's awesome.
Love that.
It's weird because he's not from here. He's not from Michigan. So I find it weird that he somehow got a scholarship to play baseball at Oakland.
Yeah, I can't imagine Oakland has a very high out-of-state enrollment.
It's a very strange situation, but he's the man.
Let's go, Manuel.
Oh yeah, Oakland. Oakland
the man,
University
Margot.
that's Metro Detroit, baby. Oakland County.
Remember how hard we were slandering Manuel Margot at the beginning of the season, Peter?
Yeah, we
He was-
were.
he was-
Yes,
he
we
was
were
hitting
slandering the
leadoff,
Rays lineup
yeah.
because we saw he was hitting fifth.
Yeah. We slandered.
So Brian's gone. You said, "Can you
Brian's
add me
just
back?"
He's like frozen there on my screen. He's just frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing here.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, you're back. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you.
There he is.
Can you not hear us?
I don't think he's
I don't know.
truly back.
No, I hear him.
We can see you and hear you.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah, you're like moving on.
Oh,
yes.
expressions
So
like
you
a
should be working.
motherfucker. Oh, he gone. Wait, no, he's back. He's back.
I don't think I can hear him.
He's just not talking.
How about now?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh wait, there we go. Yeah,
Yeah, you're good.
Awful.
You're good.
you're good. You're good. We can see and hear you now. You're good. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, so Angels, Jim Edmonds. The Rockies. The Rockies is honestly, it's oh man. While they were making the 07 run, it was absolutely Matt Holliday, but then he joined the Cardinals and that instantly makes me hate you. So like that's hard.
That's a fair take.
But like before he was a Cardinal, it was definitely Matt Holliday.
Fair take.
Honestly, Dexter Fowler too. I loved Dexter Fowler when he was
Also
around.
Cardinal now.
Are you just picking all the Rockies that
True.
became Cardinals?
No, that's fair. That's fair. He also became a Cardinal. It's fair.
Hey, shout out Garrett Atkins.
Bro, my favorite Cleveland Indian ever. That's tough.
Yeah, 'cause he's the same division, so
Oh,
it is
also,
definitely.
I'm switching my Tigers one to Rajai Davis.
That's
Fair.
very good take.
Dude, Correa has such a damn good arm. It is
Yeah,
insane.
he does have a cannon.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what he could have been as a pitcher, because it's just watching him, you know that like he can generate that power.
Yeah, that's wild.
So I'm just do the thing. That ball was mashed.
G-Man? Yeah.
Yeah, that ball.
Did I miss Scott's favorite Cleveland Indian, or could he just not think of one?
I'm going to give you an answer. I'm not going to cop out of it. I just got to think.
Do you want to try to give your answers again, Brian, or are you still in the Hawking mode?
I think he is.
I don't know. Hey, hear me?
I think he went back to Hawking mode.
You're going in and out of it.
Can Charlie Sheen be my favorite Indian ever?
I'm gonna say no. That's definitely a cop out.
Man.
Josh James is hurt. That's huge. That's big going for the rest of the season.
It's definitely not Jim Tomei.
Chris Perez, maybe?
No, it's definitely not.
The Weed Man?
Oh.
Come on.
It's definitely not anyone on the current team. That's for sure.
Chris Perez is the man.
Not Lindor.
No.
I would guess
Like
Brian's
the-
favorite from the Indians is
The
Lindor.
one person that I actually do like, and I'm just trying to think if I can think of anyone I like more than him, is really what this is I loved Kenny Lofton.
Good take.
Oh, Kenny Lofton's a good choice. That's a very good choice.
But like I'm trying to think Okay, honestly, if we're being buck, it might be Albert Bell.
That's a great take.
I think it probably is Albert
Who's
Bell.
the one that
just because of the when he trucked the dude and why that's right here,
Yeah.
baby. That alone, I like a lot of people that are on the Indians. As I'm sure Peter is the same way historically, just like I just like you less a little bit just because you're on the Indians, but like Albert Bell and Kenny Lofton too for sure. We're just like
Albert
will
Bell,
never
Indians, and White Sox.
less about
Like, how can you
Yeah,
like that
true.
guy?
True. Never looked or thought less of them. It's probably Albert Bell, but Lofton's up there for sure too. I loved Kenny Lofton.
That's a
It
great
appears
take.
we lost Brian.
Yeah, Brian has not moved in at least 3 minutes, so I'm going to assume he's gone.
We're in the bottom of the 8th now.
Yep.
Nick's giving his answers. He's saying Angels all-time Eric Ibar, Indians is CC, Tigers is Rajai, Rockies is literally anyone except Charlie Black.
That's a great Angels take. Eric Ibar's the man.
Tigers legend, Eric Ibar.
Lip every single day of his life. Shout out Eric Ibar.
That's a Tigers legend.
I didn't even
you're
think
talking
of that. A big Eric Ibar guy.
Love that. Him and Howie Kendrick, dude. That was my favorite infield duo ever.
How many games do we think he played with the Tigers? It's got to be like 40, right?
Yeah, it's honestly. You know he pitched for the Padres. King himself, Eric Ibar.
Eric Ibar.
I'm surprised Nick didn't say someone like Jeff Mathis, honestly.
Eric Ibar played 29 games for the Detroit Tigers.
Interesting.
Legend.
In the second half of the 2016 playoff push.
Imagine not winning the AL Central in the year 2016. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember it being that close. That was
Through both of their dynasties. He was a part of the same dynasty of the 90s, just the tail end of it, and now he's with the new dynasty. Ready for him. Brian, hello there.
Hey. Okay, we can't hear you.
No audio.
Is he back?
Muted. No audio, but his picture's back. His face is back. Can't hear him though.
Brian, speak.
Yeah, no.
He certainly tried to speak. I can hear him trying.
I can see you talking, but you're not,
I'm not that good of a
I can't
listener.
hear you talking, which is more important.
That is weird. Like, because even if he's not working through OBS, I should be able to hear him on Skype.
Yeah, no, we can't hear him on.
Yeah, we can't hear him.
You might need to leave and rejoin again.
It's possible. That might be the meta.
Meta.
Yeah.
Bad that year. That was one of our worst years.
Who was even the wild
You
card that
got-
year?
oh,
Was
yeah.
it Jays
That was-
against who?
Orioles, Jays.
Oh, the Zach
Yeah,
Britton game.
That was the
Zach
yeah.
Britton game, yeah. I will take to the grave that if Brad Ausmus is not managing that team, we make the playoffs.
Boo.
I genuinely believe.
Boo.
The dude
Brad Ausmus
sucked.
good
If we
manager.
had a halfway decent manager, we make the playoffs.
I'd rather have
instead.
Brad Ausmus
That's-
than Terry Francona, let me tell you.
That is the worst take you've ever had in your life.
What?
Yeah, no. Brad Ausmus is the worst thing to happen to baseball in decades.
Brad Ellisman's good manager.
No. L. Brian, if you're talking, you are still very much muted.
Brian, can you hear us? Try leaving the Skype call and
He's
rejoining.
done that like 3 times. He's done that like.
Oh, he
3
has.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's not even lagging anymore, which kind of sucks. That it's just the audio just decided it didn't want to work.
This year? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a weird year. All right, so now Brian's just frozen because he left the Skype call. What's going on with Christian now?
For the quote-unquote dream team.
There he's
How about
back.
now?
Oh,
I can hear you.
Let's go.
We got it.
Back.
We're back, baby.
Hell yeah.
We are
Brian, did I
back.
guess your favorite Cleveland Indian correct, Francisco Lindor?
Yes, and if it was not him, then it would be Travis Hafner.
Oh,
Fuck.
bleh. Bleh. After gross. Oh
Fuck, baby.
gosh.
Why is Brandon Lau
Fun
playing right
fact:
field now?
Travis Hafner was
Was that a
Justin
four-man outfield?
Verlander's first career strikeout.
I also was like in love with Corey Kluber.
That's reasonable. I don't vomit at the sight of.
I do vomit at the sight of Delino DeShields, let me tell you.
Reasonable. Gosh, Travis Hafner. Oh, he gave us so many fits, man. I remember him cranking. It was like a walk-off 3-run homer, maybe even a walk-off grand slam against us that he cranked like 800 feet and screamed after and everything. I was like, oh my! I'm pretty sure it was off Benoit, if I remember right. That was just brutal.
His 2006 season was just so unbelievable. 2006, he only played 129 games and he still hit 42 homers.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Motherfucker like me would have
He
hit
hit 42
43.
homers. He hit 308, OBT 439, slug 659.
He dominated the Tigers. Even the years like at his twilight years when he was hitting like 12 home runs a year, all 12 were against Detroit. He was the epitome, the face of like, I don't like you because you're on the Cleveland Indians. Like he was
Did
the
you give all 3 of
poster
your
child.
answers, by the way, Brian?
What was that?
Did you give all of your answers already?
He only has 2 because you have the same.
Well, I mean,
he can give
give
it.
an Angels answer because it's technically my team.
Yeah,
It used to be.
You guys were doing Angels and Rockies, and then I
Yeah. Might as well try.
Give my answers to both. Who would be my Angel?
Who was your
Right,
Tiger?
Rock.
Was it Rajai? Oh no, it was Polanco. It was Polanco.
My guy was it Placido or Miggy?
Yeah, Placido. Evan says, y'all think about how slug is a weird word. It's either an ugly, slimy thingy or a power hitter. Brian has froze again, by the way.
Yes, Brian is very much.
Brian's very frozen.
Tough right now.
Ooh, Nick Anderson is in this game? Hell yeah, that is my team. That is my War League champion there.
This is the guy who didn't win the War League.
Yeah, well, takes that.
Imagine not drafting the MVP in both leagues.
Did you?
I drafted Freeman and J-Ram.
Oh, and Bieber, so yeah, you for sure did.
No, John had Bieber.
John.
I took
John.
Clev.
So maybe you didn't. Oh, you took Lavender instead. Oh, yeah.
Kershaw or something stupid.
You took Syndergaard, Scott.
That was never a bad pick.
Oh
That's-
yeah, I did have Syndergaard. I think I took Kershaw in the second round.
You took a pitcher before the rest of us did. I'm trying to remember who you took.
I took the first pitcher.
No, I did the opposite.
Oh, right,
you
right,
guys all
yeah,
took
yeah.
and I
I'm
took
pretty
Cole
sure I
first.
took the first two pitchers, or I took pitcher.
I took the
number
first
one,
reliever though.
because I got Garrett Cole and I got
I think
Walker
I took
Buehler.
Hader around before anyone else took a reliever.
Because we're the very last pick for everyone else.
Yeah, I took it. Well, I had the wraparound to be fair, but yeah, I did technically take it before.
Yeah, fair.
I finished second, so you know.
I think I finished ahead of
I
Christian.
ended
so
up
that's all
drafting
that
a lot
matters.
more first basemen than I should have.
I passed Brian on the last day. Actually, I might have finished third. I know I'm on the podium.
The regression next year for everyone else.
The
gonna be
regression for
immense.
John is just immense.
My internet is struggling today.
Not as much as
Yeah.
Brian's.
Not
Makes
as
me
much
feel
as the
better.
Iowa man over there.
Yeah.
That is true.
He's been given
But
that
I
same
can't watch
face
the
for
game.
the last 10 minutes.
He's making me
he
feel some
just
type of
texted
way.
us that he's not going to be able to do it.
Scott second, Brian third. Weep, Brian. I got second in the
I
War
must have
League.
been fourth then, because I knew I finished ahead of Christian and Nick.
I beat Brian by like a tenth of a win or something like that.
My team went on a cold streak to end it, and Garrett Cole sucked during the regular season.
I remember the first
so-
week, me and
screw
Nick
that
had
guy.
like a whole win less than the rest of the league, and Nick was like, "Yeah, me and Peter are at the bottom." I was like, "No, do not compare my team to yours." And then I finished like
Nick's
several
team
wins
was
ahead of
rough.
him.
Mine was a roller coaster. I went from second after like the first week down to like fifth at one point, and then back up to second. I was all over the place.
Brian just leave the call. I don't know why he hasn't yet.
Oh,
That was
Oh,
a
yeah.
great pick.
Joey Wendell, the man.
Just grab as a.
thought.
Joey Wendell was the most accountant.
I'm finally caught up to you guys, by the way. I saw that one before Scott reacted.
Nice.
That dude absolutely is an accountant,
Hey,
not a
Ellie.
third baseman.
Yeah, well, something else you there.
Oh, 2016 Rick Porcello won Cy Young. I'm gonna puke.
Better than Verlander, weep. Yeah. Yes, I remember that. I think all time for their career, I would take Porcello over Verlander, TBH. Facts, like the stats speak for themselves. I don't know what you want me to say. The same amount of rings, right? Yeah, but Verlander's team cheated, so Porcello more rings. I mean, you said he only led the league in wins, like that's not the most important stat. This is the war was created to slander Miguel Cabrera guy talking, by the way. The anti-Miguel Cabrera deep state created war. Let's go. I will confess that I was a traditional stats guy until I got to DD. Me?
Different messages from people saying they feel.
How about now?
Hello.
Chat, tell me.
Hello.
Chat. If you can hear the rest of us, just send something that.
Tell me in the
confirms
chat if you can hear everyone else.
Yes.
Scott, you know what's funny?
Yes?
I got in a fight with someone on the baseball fields because of Yasiel Puig. They said Yasiel Puig was going to be better than Mike Trout after his rookie campaign, and we threw hands right then.
My
and
chat
there.
isn't loading. Can someone tell
So-
me if?
The chat.
yeah,
Not sent
we-
any messages. Nick
Peyton
says
said
better.
everyone can be here. Yeah, no,
We're good. Okay.
Yeah, so I got in a fight for Yasiel Puig being called better than Mike Trout. So absolutely, you and I would have had to just.
We would've
The
got
moment I heard overrated, the bag was off. Like it's ready.
that was the word. I threw it around like it meant nothing, bro. I used to call him overrated every time he was brought up ever. Oh my gosh. And I wear it. Like I joke with my friends all the time that it's easily my worst take of all time was that like Mike Trout was because I was kid you not, for the first probably 2 full seasons of his career, I just told everybody I knew that he was so overrated and he wasn't nearly as good as people thought. And then, like, obviously I learned about analytics like everybody else, and that really became prominent and easy to access and stuff, and fan
It's funny
graphs.
'cause, like, even by just like regular boomer stats, his first season he had 50 stolen bases, 30 home runs, 330 batting average. Fucking, he was a Gold Glover basically. Adam Jones should have never won.
But it was also against a Triple Crown, which is the boomer.
Yeah, right.
Like that's. Oh my gosh, it's gonna happen. Randy's on deck and there's a man on base. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my
So
gosh! Oh my gosh!
my worst take has to be. So I was saying like I was not an analytics person until I got to DD. Like I was literally a traditional stats person until like 2018. In 2014, when the MVP finalists were Trout, Vmart, and Michael Brantley,
Yeah, B-Mark got runner
I
up.
went like strictly by batting average, and I was like, Michael Brantley is the MVP.
Vmart was
I was
runner
so worried back then that Trout was going to lose another MVP. I was so angry, like that entire award show, and then he didn't lose. He won it unanimously. And
Guys, wake up. Radio
it's
Rosarena's
It's
bad.
absolutely happening. There's a man on. I prophesized this. Now it's a tie game, not a 1-run game, which is slightly different. But there's a man on in the 9th with Randy up.
Yeah, but the man on was only relevant because they would be losing by 1.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So, conclusion, Scott was completely wrong about this.
Yeah,
Also, Charlie
In
Black sucks.
conclusion, Scott has another horrible take. All right, come on, Randy.
Yeah, honestly, because of Mike Trout, I got into advanced analytics very early on because that was the narrative they used for Trout because
Right.
they started showing WAR graphics back then in 2012, 2013, and they were like, well, he's way better. I had no idea what the hell WAR meant, but
Yeah, neither did I. That's why I used to say that it was a stat invented to devalue Miguel Cabrera.
and it was like WAR sounds like a sick ass stat, and he leads it by a lot
I
as
still
the GOAT.
I still see that take on Twitter that, like, you know, like the nerds just created WAR to make mediocre players look great.
Yeah, people are dumb, yeah. All right, come on, Randy. Come on. Throw him a fastball, I dare you. That's a ball. Ooh!
No way!
That's
The
tough.
anti-Randy Arozarena deep state is very prevalent in the umpires.
Yeah,
union.
they do not
Astros
want to
have
see him
lost
succeed.
the last 2 games, bro. Of course, it's like 7-year-old umpire. You don't have proper eyesight anymore. Why are you in the game?
That wasn't even framed well. Man.
Yeah, Martin Maldonado has a very boomer stick it method.
I will take it.
Hey, we'll take
We
that.
will take it.
You do not want to give Randy a man in scoring position. Let me tell you.
Oh, it's Kiermaier.
What?
Love that for you.
Yeah,
Kiermaier's
Kiermaier's on second.
Oh,
I guess pinch ran as in,
He
you know,
pinch
which
ran,
makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Who's their backup catcher? I have no.
the Astros?
It's
Maybe,
what's
yeah.
his nuts? No, the Rays. It's he I don't even know if you can call him backup. He played quite a bit. I can't believe I can't
Starnod.
remember his name. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Travis Starnod. Why isn't he playing?
I
Wait,
mean,
no,
Zunino's,
Darnod's on the Braves. What are we
Zunino's
talking about?
way better as.
Scott, Darnod's on
Oh,
the Braves.
Darno was the one that demolished the Marlins. Yeah, it's no, it's Oh my gosh, I have to look it up now. I'm so mad at myself. Come on, just okay. Now my computer is just freaking out.
I feel like he was on the Braves, though, at some point.
Tyler Flowers here?
No,
No, he's also on the Braves, right?
Michael Perez.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that.
Mikey Perez, yeah.
Yes. Gosh, I'm pretty sure he started more games than Zunino.
I think he was their opening
Yeah,
day
he
catcher,
did.
yeah. Ugh.
Twitter went down again? What the hell?
I love
Home
how
run here,
Brian.
IMO.
I love how Brian's frozen face is still on the.
Turns out it's just a picture.
Yeah. Wow, that Zunino single was 112 off the bat. Wow, the Jose Altuve line out to end the inning had a 790 expected batting average. It wasn't out.
Oh, Brian said he gave up 13 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
He did. He's off the Skype.
Yeah, I kicked him from the Skype. I figured I'd kick him off the HotMic. It did not.
No, I'll keep his face there. Why not?
I love it.
The
You
memory
have
of
to.
Brian will live on in this stream.
You gotta put the Charlie Blackman socks over his Brian's face. man.
Yes. yes.
And then Seattle legend Sean Figgins on the bottom right.
Sean Figgins, Mariners legend. Come on.
I always love when players who are really, really good go to a rival team and then suck. It's like the best thing ever, in my opinion.
Agreed.
The only bad part about that is it happened with the Angels and Josh Hamilton, so you win some, you lose some.
Fair. Very reasonable.
All right. Well, what do you want in the corner?
Legend. Figgins.
Mariners legend Sean Figgins. Oh, that was the pitch, bro. That was hung. Oh. Man, I really don't want the Astros
That's a really
to
good
win this
pitch.
game.
Gonna
It's a
take up
little
the whole
high.
screen
I
for a
imagine he
second.
wanted it lower.
Yeah, he was really early on it, though, which is why he got it as high as he did. But like that was late breaking because that was the pitch that was getting Nate Lowe out all around him. Whatever, one of them.
Yeah.
It's on the whole screen.
Mariners legend Sean Figgins takes up the entire screen. Nick is fuming.
There we go.
Taking up the entire screen. There it is. Mariners legend Sean Figgins.
All right, we will go to the bottom of the ninth.
And
Do
Charlie
we feel like the
Black
Astros winning here?
What?
I don't know. I mean, it's tough to go against the Rays bullpen
Who's
like
up?
ever.
Houston again.
Who's due up for
Altuve was the
the
last.
Astros?
Altuve was the last
It
out,
is
so I'd imagine
Bregman, Correa, Tucker.
Oh, well, that's not ideal for the Rays.
Definitely not ideal.
Yeah, but Nick Anderson is up.
But if you
wanna
get-
hop in the call?
If
Last
you get
inning?
through these, then you're really giving yourself two chances because then you got Gurriel, Reddick, Maldonado. Gurriel's OPS in the postseason is 411. Probably not how he drew it up. Nick.
What'd he say?
Put me in this call right now.
Nick, if you want to join us for the ninth inning, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Oh, he's here? Okay.
Yeah, I put in the chat like if you want me to come in and cover for Brian.
All right, hold on.
friggin' add me.
Nick, no one viewing can hear you. Let me put you on here real quick.
We're off air right now, or
No, you just aren't on because I haven't put you on here.
oh, okay, cool. Hang
I'll
on
just take
before you
Brian's
unmute
off.
me. I hate all of you to death. I hate all of you to death.
Oh, I'm so glad. Oh no, they can hear him.
Oh, he said, no, we can hear him.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, beautiful.
If you leave that Mariners legend Sean Figgins thing on, I will do something drastic.
There's Nick.
Hey,
Got the late edition. We got five-man team running. Brian was the opener. Nick's in it for the long haul.
yeah,
But Nick
I'm-
is still
I'm
Brian
here-
for now, 'cause
I'm
I'm not
here
changing
for all
the
these extra innings. I don't have to do anything. I mean,
I'm
I
not
gotta
changing
eat
the nameplate.
something at some point, but
Nick is officially on the call.
And he's
Payne says,
officially,
"Be mute."
he's
the
officially
source.
Brian for the rest of this call because I'm not changing the name thing.
that's fine. I'll be Brian. As
Brian,
Brian, I would like to say that Sean Figgins was that. That is an official Brian Schlosser take right there. You can quote him on that.
He says it's echoey, Peter.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, he
muted
said-
Nick, so it should be
Oh,
fine
okay.
now.
Is that better?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah, it
The
wasn't NDI source.
Mariners legend Sean Figgins is still on the stream, oddly enough. It's right there in plain sight.
How about that? It's almost like I can't like physically threaten someone that's 2,000 miles away from me.
Crazy how that works. That was a good
I love
thing.
watching Nick Anderson pitch.
He's so good.
It's very aesthetically pleasing.
Now that you're here and you can answer the questions, who would be your hero of each team?
So I put it in the chat already, but for anybody that didn't see it, my Angels one was Eric Ibar.
Yes.
I
Great
stand
take.
by that. My Indians one was CC Sabathia, but big honorable mentions to Grady Sizemore on that one for me too. And then I think I said my Tigers one was
I think
Rajay,
you said Rajay, yeah.
but I didn't really think about the Tigers one all that hard. So that one's like definitely like subject to change. Austin Jackson was I liked him as a Tiger a lot.
Sure.
And I remember I said Rockies was anybody except Charlie Blackmon.
Because Charlie Blackmon sucks. So.
Can I just like do a tie for like Carlos Gonzalez and Troy Tulowitzki? Like when the two of them were on the team together, that was just like,
man.
It was such a fun, exciting duo to watch.
It totally was.
Aesthetically, like they were just such a fun group to watch.
Because them as 3-4 in that lineup.
Now that you're here, my favorite Mariner of all time is easily, without a doubt, Russell Brandon. I love
the
Russell Brandon.
baby.
He was on our team for like 40 games, and he had a 3-run home run off Mariano Rivera. And
I remember that one.
Mine's Mike Cameron, and it's not close.
Oh, dude, Mike Cameron.
My favorite
Cameron
Mariner?
Good take.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's hard to...
Honestly, and you know what's crazy, Nick? It was Mike Cameron before we even got Daz. It was Mike Cameron. Like, I've always loved Mike Cameron. Then getting Daz is just icing on the cake.
Mike Cameron is awesome.
The man.
Hard for me not to say the
to
king.
Mike Cameron.
Yeah, it's fair.
I'm going to go with
one?
Dustin Ackley.
He said the king.
Yeah.
Dustin Ackley?
I'm glad we're all taking this seriously.
Dustin Ackley.
What a great change-up. Oh, crap.
Dustin Ackley was number 2 overall pick, right?
Correct.
Yes, behind Steven Strasburg.
And who went after?
You know, I don't know. It's one of those things I never looked up because I didn't want to.
I didn't want to cry. Yeah,
I didn't want to know, so I decided I wasn't going to know.
That just happened?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Did it happen?
No, not him of all people.
No.
Oh, no.
He stared down Nick Anderson, too.
Oh, no.
I want him to take a bathwater on the chin.
People, of all people, it had to be him.
You know what? I'll take the blame for this.
Of all people.
Man.
Literally, if I had to make a list of all the people I would be okay with hitting a walk-off home run tonight, he would be dead last.
Second to last.
Nah, he's last.
I don't want Altuve to do it.
No, I would rather host Altuve hit that than host right.
That's okay, because honestly, after Dustin Ackley, it was Donovan Tate and Tony Sanchez and Matt Hobgood, and all of them are busts as well. And then it goes to Zach Wheeler, Mike Minor, Mike Leake, and Jacob Turner.
So Kershaw went that year too, then.
Yeah. Oh, 9, no.
Oh, is that the Trout year?
Yeah, this is Trout year.
Yeah.
Trout went like 25th.
Interesting.
Ackley's was the 2012 draft.
Jacob Turner. Hey, Dustin Ackley ended with positive 7.7 career WAR. I don't know what we're talking about here. 91 OPS plus.
Cleveland took Alex White that year.
The man, Alex White. I've never heard of him.
Wow.
Never.
So, 2011 AAA numbers in 66 games in AAA, he OPS over 900.
Oh,
yeah, he was a quad A
Mariners
legend, Dustin Ackley.
All right.
The Mariners had a pick right after Trout, and they took Nick Franklin.
Go!
Nick Franklin.
Who doesn't know Nick Franklin?
Yankees legend Nick Franklin. Rays legend Nick Franklin.
All right, so
Correa, 106 off the bat, expected batting average 990.
we're gonna end our stream here.
Yeah, and hop over to the other one. We got another stream
Yes.
going on of the NLCS.
Check the
So
DD
hop over to
Twitter
that one and
for the stream link
Yep.
to our other one.
Well, Twitter is kind of down right now, so.
Well, I don't.
to go
Then
see.
just, I mean, I guess if you're on
go
the Hot
check-
Mic app, just go to our other stream that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Thank you to our
Go to the
loyal
other one.
viewers, if there's any left.
Oh, there's always some left.
All right.
Yeah, thanks to Scott Bentley, Christian Lloyd, Peter Kayet, and thank you to everyone from myself, Brian Schlosser.
God, I hate Carlos Correa's fucking face.
I'm so mad he hit that, bro, of all people. Fuck.
Okay, stream ended right after Christian said that.
That was the last words of the stream. I'm very happy about that.
HotMic, baby. That's why they call it
It's
that.
in the name. It's in the name.
Mike.
Did you guys want to rot in Discord?
I'm down.
Or do you guys have to...
Yeah, I'm down. I'm not going to be at my desk. I might be up doing some stuff, but yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, let me just
Okay,
eat something.
I need to
'cause
go
I haven't eaten
downstairs
since
for like
noon.
5 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta eat.
Yeah.
I was so ready to do like multiple innings of friggin' extras. This
Yeah,
sucks.
I was like,
I
no,
know.
honestly, on the other
Worst case scenario, just
on the
have
other Hot Mic,
I wanted to come in and do like 4 extra innings.
on the other Hot Mics I did, like I was kind of glad for it to be over, especially the first one, not the one with me and Scott. That one was fun, but like this one, I was like, I would have been fine going another 4 innings.
Yeah, the game went by quick today. I
This
felt like.
but we had such a good.
That was a
Yeah.
great cast.
We just replaced it with Nick. Like we had a great cast, and that makes it all the better. For
Yeah,
No,
I
that
think
was a great project.
the other one that I did, I
Yes.
think it was the opening day one. Me, Christian, Will, and Cop.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
It was so unfortunate, dude. I had such a massive migraine, and there was a rain delay,
yeah,
and
that
then
was just.
they're like, "You want to switch over to the other game?" And I was like,
Yeah.
it was. I wasn't gonna do it. Nope.
Also, Cop had it
I
on
came
his
in
like
wearing
TV, and he
the
spoiled
hoodie, by the
everything
way.
for us for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, he
Cop
couldn't
was
pause it.
spoiling-
Like he has
Yeah,
a
he
TV
couldn't
in
pause.
2020 and can't pause it.
He did that with the when you
Every
guys had me
fucking
on Don't
check.
At Me for the NBA.
Yeah, the
draft lottery.
NHL. Oh, yeah, the NBA
Yeah,
lottery.
and
Yeah.
the NHL one when I was on it, he
The
spoiled
NHL
it.
one, he
But
spoiled it
granted,
too.
he was the one
Granted,
that
yeah,
got the
it's
pick.
his, so
Yeah,
it's
it didn't
fine.
matter. He was the one that gave the reaction there.
Still, that was.
I always laugh because like the one podcast I've